we're getting straight onto this, is my rock bottom story, how I started to rebuild my life. So I'm going to be speaking about hitting rock bottom. And the question is to everyone else, has anyone else that's watching this or can see this, have you ever hit rock bottom in your life? Have you ever struggled in life? Have you ever felt like everything, like giving up, like everything falls apart, like emotionally, physically, mentally, or everything seems to just fall apart? Everything seems to just fall away. And that's what I'm going to be talking about, of course. I have left a poll underneath, so please feel free to complete that if you feel the need, if you want to. So have you ever experienced a rock bottom moment? One of the options is yes, and yes, I have hit rock bottom and then I rebuilt. Another option is yes, still rebuilding. Another option is not yet, but I've faced setbacks. And one option is not sure. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Shelley. Hope you're both okay. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're both doing well. Sorry, I'm just drinking some water. Really thirsty. I'm going to speak the best I can. I'm going to stay on topic for a while, as I always do. And then I'll I'll be reading comments that are related to the topic. And then after that, it'll be a community chat as always, of course. Hi, Abe's. How's it going? Hi, Abe's. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Shelley. How's it going? So let me try and get warmed up a little bit, do my best, speak the best I can. So I think a lot of people hit rock bottom. And I'm going to share my story. I'm going to start speaking now. I'll crack on. So here we go. I'll do the best I can. I've still got my cold sore, as you can see, but it's coming away. So my rock bottom story. And if you want to share your rock bottom story, you can do too. Has anyone ever struggled in life, hit rock bottom? So let's do a little bit of... So let's talk about my rock bottom story. So my life before I hit rock bottom, what was it like growing up? I grew up in a town called Darwen, Darwen, which is near Blackburn, which is Lancashire, northwest England, about 30 miles away from Manchester. I grew up in a small town. It's a working class town. A lot of what's there is like mills and stuff like that. Think of the Industrial Revolution. That's the town, and what the town was originally made for, if you know what I mean. And that's where I grew up. Basically, you grow up there. A lot of the time, it's not all bad, don't get me wrong. There's nice countryside, etc., etc. However, a lot of people who go to school there, you go to an average school, there's not many opportunities. It's a little bit drab. It's a little bit of a poor area. It's working class, if you want to call it that. And I grew up around that. Did I have a rich mum and dad? No. I had a mum and dad that worked. They're still together now. They worked hard to provide and protect, if you know what I mean. I grew up with things perfect. No, they weren't. But they always worked or whatever. So I just used to play out in the streets, be a kid. This is pre-internet. I'm showing my age here. I used to play out on the streets, doing whatever I'm fucking doing, playing football. I was in and around everywhere. A bit of an introvert, but I didn't realise that at the time. So anyway, that was me growing up. So growing up, what did I used to do? I went to Kung Fu. Every Thursday, I went to Kung Fu for 7 years, which is a long time. I got a lot of discipline from that. So I was very active. Did Kung Fu, nearly got to black belt. But anyway, that's another story. So I did that growing up. I went to a strict school in Blackburn. So I didn't go to the school in Darwen, where I was from. I went to a very strict grammar school, Protestant school. And they were really fucking strict. But I had to get the buds there in the morning. So I'd set off early in the morning compared to other people. Other people where I lived, they would go to school and it'd be like round the corner from where they lived. I had to travel further, but it was a better school. It was hard to get in. It was a grammar school. You had to have good grades and you had to get signed off by the vicar as well to get in. And it was a very strict school, and I fucking hated it, but it probably did me good. So I think that helped me. But anyway, I got to 15. Being a kid, got to 15. I stopped going to Kung Fu. I quit. I started smoking. I started smoking weed. I wanted to do something else. I wanted to explore the world, as you fucking do. So I started smoking weed at 15. Just found a new friendship group. Not healthy, not good. They say weed is a gateway drug. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I'm not completely dismissing cannabis altogether, but is it good for you? Not really. You're smoking it all the time. And I was just a stone dickhead, basically, smoking weed all the time. Didn't give a shit about anything. Didn't give a fuck. I did bad in my GCSEs, the final year of school. Didn't care. Just did not care. But the only good thing I had was this. Growing up, I had a strong work ethic drilled into me. They drilled it into me, my mum and dad, in a way. So I just started working. As soon as I left school, I started working. I've not stopped since. I'm 43 now. Since 16, I've not stopped working. But I was starting to get into the drugs then. So I started smoking weed about a year, 2 years. I had girlfriends on and off in my teenage years as well. Young, stupid. And then about 17, so smoking weed, 17, started taking E's, ecstasy tablets. And me being an all or nothing person, absolutely loved them. You eat, you take the ecstasy tablet, you feel really good. Is it good for you? No. Am I promoting it? No, it's bad for you. But I started taking E's. I started buying them. I even started selling them. I was a dickhead, and I was hanging around a group of people. And then I started sniffing cocaine, started going to clubs, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong. And what I found was I was a very insecure person that didn't know themselves. And these uppers, drugs, party drugs, ecstasy, amphetamine, cocaine, whatever, it gave me a false sense of confidence. It gave me an energy kick. So it made me feel good. Give me like a buzz about me. And a lot of the time as well, what was happening in that town, imagine you're born in a working class town. There's not many opportunities. But you want to impress the girls. You want to impress the girls, but you need money. You need a nice car. But there's no jobs. Or your education's not that good. And you don't go to university. So you're only going to get a factory job, a warehouse job. There's nothing wrong with those jobs, but that's a lot what working class people end up doing. But they want to impress their friends. They want to have the nice car. They want to have the nice clothes. How are you going to achieve that with a job that doesn't pay much? You're not going to get that fucking far. So what a lot of people do is, what do? They sell drugs. I'm not saying sell drugs, but that's what they fucking do. Small-time gangsters, small-town chavvy gangsters, let's say. Not really gangsters, but whatever. They start selling drugs. They get a bit of money. They can earn money out of it. They can buy the nice clothes. They can impress the girls. They can, thanks for the tea. Don't worry, I've got it. Just pass it to me. That's fine. Thanks. Thanks. Sorry. So yeah, you're impressing the girls, all that kind of fucking stupid shit. Selling drugs, blah, blah, blah. But the problem is, with the drug world, it eats itself. So you start selling drugs. You might get some money short term. It's a house built on sand, though. Someone gets caught. What do? They snitch on each other. So people snitch on each other, or they rob each other's stash. That kind of shit is going on. I'm in and around all these people. I'm just off my head all the time. But the only thing that was a saving grace is that I worked. I always fucking worked. That's what I've always done. I've always had that. And I always liked exercise. But me being me, I'm all the fucking nothing. I'm either doing something properly or I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it properly or I'm not going to do it. So I just seshed, and I could go for 2-3 days, no sleep. I'd be the last one standing, or one of the last ones standing. I'm not saying that's a healthy thing to do, but that's what I did. Sorry, I'm talking about my rock bottom story here. I'm getting to it eventually. I'm saying it in the best way I can. So yeah, did that. Then 2004, 2005. I'm getting a bit older now, 2021. Went to Ibiza. I lived in Ibiza for 2 seasons. I only did the 6 months during season, May to October. Did it for 2004, 2005. And I started, and I had the time of my life. I saved up loads of money. I went to Ibiza. I was one of those reps that talks to people, gets them in bars, sells tickets. Well, I was one of those annoying bastards, yes. And I was taking drugs nearly every day, drinking nearly every day. Not healthy, not good, but I was young. My body could take it. Well, it could take it for the short term. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on, but I'll keep going. So yeah, I did that. And then when I came back in 2005, I started hanging around with a different group of friends. And these were rougher friends. These were more chavvy. They were a bit, they were nastier, they were rawer, they were different. And I was to blame as well. And what happened was I was with this group of friends and we were going out to the clubs, etc., taking drugs, but we were staying up for longer. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days sometimes, which is absolutely fucking crazy. Imagine what you're going to feel like if you don't sleep for 3 days, you've not eaten for 3 days, all you've been doing is drinking and smoking and taking drugs. Your body is decimated, trust me, it's fucked. Anyway, not good. And and it was a very ruthless group. People would pick on each other. And I was quiet. I was, let's say, sensitive, but I didn't realize at the time, or emotionally intelligent, and naturally like that. And I was with this group of chavs. So what happened? I started getting picked on, started getting bullied really badly. Like for 2 years, I got fucking terrorized. That's why this shit on here doesn't bother me. Do you know, I've got fucking some little muppet behind a computer giving me shit. It's nothing to me. I've been through far worse. And I think I was attracting it and I really hated myself. Anyway, so you're getting closer to rock bottom now. But I wanted to get away from it, but I couldn't. I just kept going back. I didn't know what to fucking do. And I was just session every weekend. I barely kept jobs. I don't know how I kept the jobs. The jobs that I did didn't require a lot of thought. No disrespect to them, but working in a factory, just picker, packer, racker, stacker, picking a product, scanning it. Oh, you want 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes in the box. Doesn't require any thought. Just very mundane and repetitive jobs I was doing. No disrespect to them jobs, by the way. Respect to anyone that does anything, by the way. But anyway, so what was I doing? I was sessioning all the time and I was getting bullied and I didn't like it. Everyone was taking the piss out of me and it felt like I was at the bottom of the hierarchy of this group. And it got to a point where I was getting bullied and people thought, oh, he's not saying anything back. He's easy pickings. Easy fucking pickings. So what do? People go for the weakest link, don't they? They go for the easy option. And people put other people down to make themselves feel better. And I was the punching bag. My fault though, mate. My fucking fault. I attracted it and I allowed it. But I didn't realise this at the time. And then it got to a point where some people were joining the group. Imagine in a room, there's 10 of you. And 8 people are bullying one person. That's what it was like. It was fucking horrendous. Anyway, it got to a point, it got worse. So instead of just verbal attacks, it got to like, Brad, I'm going to fucking twat you. Brad, I'm going to fucking fill you in. You're a little fucking prick. Wait till we get outside. I'm going to smash your face in. I was getting threatened. I was getting fucking threatened physically. And then just a light bulb moment went, oh, fuck. I need to change this. I need to change this. And it made me really angry. I thought, how the hell have I allowed all these arseholes? How have I allowed all this? I was really upset myself, but I still didn't know what to do. I was still quiet. I didn't have my voice. My throat chakra, or whatever you want to fucking call it, wasn't working. I didn't have a voice like I do now. I wasn't speaking like I do now. I was really quiet inside myself, shy, like shut off, numbed by all the drugs, numbed by all the insecurities that I wasn't fully aware of. And then what happened? Oh, fuck me. I'm trying to speak the best I can. Anyway, it got worse. It got worse. And then one day, it was funny, but it's sad. One day, basically, I was in a house and it was a flat and it was a council flat. It was rough as fuck. And what happened, it's absolutely crazy. All the people that were in there, we smashed this apartment up. We were stupid. We smashed it all up. And we then made a hole from this sounds crazy. We made a hole from the bedroom upstairs down to the living room. And then we made a hole from the kitchen into the living room as well, just so we could pass spliffs to each other, which is absolutely crazy. And then everyone started throwing bottles around everywhere, and I got bottled in the eye, and I'll show you the scar now. Can you see? Obviously, I've got my birthmark there, whatever. That's a scar. Can you see that scar? That's from me being bottled. Someone threw a bottle, and it landed in my eye. So I ended up with a black eye. Then the day after that, or whatever, a week after that, I can't remember, day after, we'll go with that, I fell asleep in a pub and they shaved my fucking eyebrows. Which is funny, but it was bad. People used to shave each other's eyebrows as well. Sorry, I'm going on this story, but I'll tell you anyway. Anyway, someone shaved my eyebrows and I looked like I had a bald head, shaved head, no eyebrows. I looked like I'd got cancer. I looked like an absolute freak and I had a black eye. And then hitting rock bottom got even worse. Believe it or not. I then had a meeting at work. I used to work for My Travel on the phones at that time, 2006 this is now. And then this is my rock bottom. And my eyebrows were shaved and I had a meeting because I was in trouble. Because I was a dickhead. I was never turning in to work. I was fucking late. I wasn't very good. I was an asshole. Anyway, it was middle of July. It was really hot. I put a hat on. I had a black eye, no eyebrows, and then I got sacked. The first time and only time I've ever been fired in my life. I got fired from my job. And I just absolutely hated myself. I had no eyebrows, a black eye. I was coming down like a sack of shit. Like, all your energy's gone. Or you just feel horrible. Imagine you're not sleeping for 3-4 days. You've got a black eye, no eyebrows. You look like dog shit on steroids. And sorry, I'm going on a bit here, but I'm giving my story here to an extent. And then what happened then? And then I just remember breaking down, crying, absolutely crying in the bathroom. I was fucking in tears. I hated my life. I hated myself. I'd hit rock bottom. I'd lost my job. I had no eyebrows. Everyone was bullying me. People were threatening me. I was getting fucked over on every angle. It felt everything fell apart emotionally, mentally, fucking physically. I was fucked. And it was like, I think I was 24, 25 years old at that point. And then what did I do? That was my rock bottom. And then I thought to myself, I need to fucking change. I don't want to carry on doing this anymore. I don't want to hang around with them dickheads. I don't want people to take the piss out of me anymore. I want to do well for myself. That was my problem though. I wanted to do well, but I didn't know what to do. I was lost. I was really frustrated thinking, I want to do well, but I don't know what I want to do. So devil makes work for idle hands. So I just do any job. But I was never satisfied. I was never happy. I was fucking lost. I hated myself. And I didn't have a voice. So I needed to find my voice, but I didn't know how. And it's like, shit, imagine you've got 10 things wrong with your life. Physically, mentally, job, friend situation, no relationship. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. No way could I have a girlfriend at that time. No fucking chance. No one had touched me. I was a mess. And you're like, all these 10 things are a mess. And you're like, how do I fix it? You try and fix it all at once and it doesn't work. So you start picking one thing at a time. Sorry, I'm going on a little bit now, guys. Probably lost a few people here, haven't I? But yeah, that was my fucking rock bottom. I'll go to the comments in a moment, guys. Sorry for going on a little bit, but I felt like I needed to do this. So how the fuck did I start? The book that I read that really helped me was Awaken the Giant Within. Might be not the best book in the world, but it was good for me at the time, which is Anthony Robbins' Awaken the Giant Within. It took me, believe it or not, about a year to read that book. And I used to, because I was so insecure, and I didn't drive at the time. I used to go on the bus and I would hide the book from people because I was insecure that they'd be judging me because I was reading a self-help book. I was so insecure. And I started to read it, and I'd read a few pages a day and then I'd stop. And then I'd read a few pages, then I'd have a few days off, and it took me forever to read this book. But it was the first self-help book I ever read. And then I started to read a bit more, and then I started to understand people, understand why people put people down, understand why people bully each other, understand narcissists, understand people pleasing, understand lack of assertiveness in myself. I started to understand these things via the reading, but this took absolutely fucking years. And I'd come away from the group, go back to the group, come away from it, go back, come away, come back. And this took years. So I started taking drugs at like 15. And this were all on and off up until about 29, mate, 30, you know. Yeah, it took a long time to come away from. It was very, 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 very fucking difficult for me. And imagine you only know these people. You know, this session world, this drug-taking world. It's a small town, it's Darwin, it's a fucking shithole, really. No disrespect to anyone that lives in Darwin, but it's a fucking shithole. Anyway, and that's all you know, mate. That's all you fucking know. I'm speaking in a very raw manner now, why not? But that's how it is. That's how it is. So I started reading, and then I started to come away from it. Anyway, that was my fucking rock bottom. But losing my job, no eyebrows, and just being threatened by people, it really woke me up. Like, I need to change this, and people are going to beat me up if I carry on what I'm doing. And all I do is sit there really quietly. I wasn't like hurting anyone. I was hurting myself. Some people are assholes. And the person that threatened me is gone now. He's not in this world anymore, by the way. That's another story. Not via me, via himself. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read the comments for a while, and then later on I'll speak about other things related to hitting rock bottom. So mentally and emotionally, I was an absolute fucking mess. I'd have never imagined going to university. I never imagined, I even thought to myself, I'll never get a partner. I'll always be on my own. That's what I used to think. I used to think I'm not meant for being with anybody. I'm never going to go to university. I'm never going to have a job. Listen to this. I'm never going to stop taking drugs. This is me now. I used to think that, which is fucking mad. And this is me speaking really rawly now. I've got a different life now. Fucking hell, I've got a different life. And I developed this as well. I started to fire back at these bullies, and I've got a very sharp tongue. I can fucking tear people to pieces, and I choose not to because I know it's horrible. I hold myself back. I can be brutal. I can be fucking brutal. And I'll go as well. If I decide to go, I'll go for the core. I'll go right for the throat, or I'll go for the fucking Pandora's box. I'll just observe, and this sounds horrible, this doesn't it? But I'll observe. If I wanted to go and attack people, which I do not do, I'll look at the weaknesses, I can observe them, and then I'll find out whatever this is me being horrible now, egotistical, but I can find out the fucking weaknesses, and I'll just tear them to pieces verbally and in a very brutal manner, and I hate doing it. I feel really bad if I do that, but I have that in me, and I hold it back because I don't want to be a cruel bastard, basically. But that's the ego, my ego kicking in there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read through the comments. Hi to everybody else. Sorry, I've just told my story, in a way, part of my story. Jordan saying, I hit rock bottom when I lost my best friend 10 years next month. Oh my God, that's awful, mate. I locked myself in my room for weeks and didn't even go to school. I wanted to end things. I just felt lost, and then losing my uncle. Fuck me, Jordan, you've been through a lot, mate. I don't know if you're still there, Jordan. Sorry, I've been going ranting on about my story. I'll read you guys' story now. Fuck me, that is hard, Jordan. How did you deal with that? That must have been very, very, very challenging. Losing your friend and then your uncle. That's hard. I think you can hit rock bottom several times in your life, potentially. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Thanks for sharing. Last year hit me hard, but I'm slowly recovering from the loss still. I'm sorry to hear that, Jordan. Thanks for sharing. I can understand that you're still recovering from that. It takes time. Really, really, really beyond easy, isn't it? Very difficult. Hi, Boiling Frog. Thank you, Shelley. Thanks to anyone that's likes and subscribed. No hate, no religion, no politics, no kids. Respect. Absolutely, Shelley. Thanks to anyone that's likes and subscribed. If you value real conversations, my name's Brad, if you've not met me before. And I'll keep turning up, you know. I'll keep turning up. Anyway, what really helped me, coming away from rock bottom, from drugs, is I have got a very strong work ethic. I am very good physically. I'm very good at I'm very good at sports, I'd say. I'm very active. I've got energy, and I've got a very good hard work ethic. That really saved me from session, because I like to be healthy. I like to exercise. That really helped me. And working, I've always had a job. I've never not been without a job, mate. I remember when I was younger and I was a dickhead, I'd get warnings every job. I'd go, oh, it's only a verbal warning. I said to myself, I'll wait till it gets to written warning, and then I'll sort myself out, which is absolutely crazy. That was my logic. I was stupid. You've hit rock bottom, Boiling Frog. What was it like? You don't have to share if you don't want to. Hi to Yorick too. I'm going through the comments here, reading comments related to the topic. Why was I not live yesterday, Kirsty? Because I have a day off and I don't go live every day, Kirsty. This needs to be sustainable. I'm not going to go live every day because I've got a full-time job at the NHS. I work about fucking 47 hours a week on average, sometimes 55 hours a week. And then I do this and I've got my life to live as well. So I try to keep balanced. That's why. Boy the Frog saying factory fodder, innit? I'm still kind of that now, if I'm honest. Drunk is saying, you guys have no idea the rock bottom that I've been going through is taking me 3 years. I'm on my 4th this year. The great thing is during all the years, I'm sober. I've pursued all of these. Respect to you, Drog. I'm sober too. It's respect to you. I used to be an absolute monster. If I have a little bit of drugs, a line of coke, I am bye-bye, Brad. I am fucking gone, mate. I am gone. I'm all or nothing. I want more and more and more and more. And then before you know it, 3 days have gone and all my money's gone. Oh, it's not fun. It's not fun. It is brutal. It is brutal. Anyway. John saying, now all I have to do is learn it every day. And sooner or later, I'll be earning an income. Even right now, I'm earning a small income for the fish tanks. Good for you, mate. Friday, Sunday, Monday evenings only, Ed's saying, yes, that's when the lives occur. It's good to hear that you've got things going on there, Drong. That's amazing, by the way. I'm reading comments related to what I'm talking about. Brad, if your old self sat down beside you now, you wouldn't know each other. No, we wouldn't. If my old self sat right next to me now, oh my God, the change. I can't believe I'm a qualified fucking nurse and I've been doing it for over 4.5 years. That I've been to university. If you met me at 25, you'd have gone, he's no chance. He's no chance. This guy's fucking lost. Completely gone. Completely gone. Yeah, completely different. Yeah. And I hold back, though, a lot of the time. I like to think that I'm a kind, understanding, well-rounded, emotionally intelligent person. But I hold myself back. I really, really do. And people underestimate how I can be very, 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 very fucking cruel. I can be fucking awful once I go. But I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be a monster. I hold it back. But if I need to put boundaries in place, I will do. I will. You have to, don't you, in this life? People take kindness for a weakness, mate. Anyway, going on. Anyway, let me go through the comments. I'm reading comments related to what we're talking about here. So Jerong is saying, what I've realised is that if anyone takes a step back and just sits down and thinks a bit, you soon realise that you have a lot to live for and begin to appreciate all the stuff we already have. Having fresh water, having cold water and warm water on tap. And you might think, that's a bit mundane, Brad. But years and years ago, you wouldn't have those things. Anyway, I'll keep going. My rock bottom isn't or wasn't the rock bottom that others face in life. I've just been living a very limited disposable income. There's nothing better than being clear of your demons. Your life can change. Yes, it can. So what was I going to say then? So what was I going to say? So it's all about taking small steps. Once you've hit rock bottom, it's like, fuck me, where do I start? And I remember, I know it sounds crazy. I think, I'm going to get myself a phone and a contract. And I got myself a new phone and a new contract on my phone. And you might think that's a bit mundane, but to me, that was progress. Like, I've achieved a little thing here. I needed to get a new phone and I've done it. And I give myself a pat on the back. And I know you might think, fucking hell, anyone can get a new phone and a contract. Whoop-de-doo. But for me, that was good. And I remember giving myself a pat on the back for, what did I do? For buying clothes, because I spend all my money on drugs. And all I'd have is empty bags with fuck all in them. It's like, shit, all my money's gone on this empty bag. And I feel like shit. Awful. I started buying clothes for myself and treating myself because I had money because I was stopping taking the drugs. It's awful, man. And what did I do? I bought a computer and I bought a bike. The bike saved me. This bike, I started cycling. I joined a cycling club. And it really helped me. And I went from being in absolute chavvy hell, rough house, drugs, smells, fucking people up for days, people a bit twisted and weird and acting in ways that aren't healthy. Let's say I was one of those people, let's be real. And then I went from that to being cycling in around hills and nature. And I was cycling with loads of middle-class people. So I went from one extreme to the other. And then I was around all these middle-class healthy people that used to cycle every day. And I was cycling with them. And it was like, wow, I've just stepped into another world. It was mad. It was really good. Really, really good. And that's it. That really helped me anyway. Getting away from rock bottom. It's replacing the old habits with new ones, but it sometimes takes time. And it's not like, oh, I fixed everything in a day, a month, a year. It took me fucking years. Like, literally took me years. Lots of fucking up. Anyway, hi, Vince Marlon. How are you? We're talking about rock bottom. I don't know if anyone else has hit rock bottom. I've got a poll underneath. You can answer that if you want to. If you have hit rock bottom, if you want, you can share your story. I'll read it out. We'll talk about it. But if you don't want to, that's fine. So John saying you managed to learn how to manage your money. So each and every bit of money is allocated for genuine investment. Good for you, man. That sound very organized, very structure. Structure's a big one, isn't it? Having structure. Fuck me. And if I was 25 years old, after I'd hit rock bottom, I'm with Sandra. I've been with Sandra for 10 years now. But if she'd have met me at 25, she wouldn't have touched me, mate. She wouldn't have gone nowhere near me. I was losing. I was a loser. I was a fucking loser. Let's be real. I think I had my midlife crisis at 25. My rock bottom was my midlife crisis in a way. I see it as my. I thought I have to get rid of this old self. That was my old self that wasn't working for me anymore. That was the insecure, timid Brad that was self-harming via taking drugs and hanging around with people. Lost. That was the lost, insecure, weak version of me. And I had to let that old self go. So therefore, reparenting myself in a way. Was it easy? Was it fuck easy? You have to be honest with yourself as well. It's like, you can blame this person for doing this. You can blame that person for doing that. And yeah, you might be right. They're fucking dickheads. They're assholes or whatever they are. You could be completely justified. But you've got to fucking look at yourself and go, do you know what? I'm to blame for this. I need to stop. Why do I behave like that? Why do I react like that? Why do I choose to do these things? Accountability. And it can be painful. It's truth hurts, mate. It fucking hurts. But it sets you free. Eventually. Anyway. So life has come full circle. Most friends I know have moved on and have made new ones. That can happen too. People come and go. Shelley saying, Brad, thank you for being vulnerable, sharing your journey. You sent out a powerful message. Look at you now, lad. Oh, thanks. Be very proud of yourself. I applaud you. Thank you. I applaud you too, Shelley. You've done amazing too. Thank you. Hi, Dawn Woodland. Drunk, the hardest thing to replace is the time you gave to the wrong people, Shelley saying. Yep. And when I was younger, I had a very close friend and he was narcissistic. He was a typical narcissist, but as a friend. And I didn't realise, and this person would put me down in front of other people, and they weren't good, man. They really had a massive hindrance on my life. They really held me back in life. And I must have attracted that. And that taught me a lot though. When you're on the receiving end of, let's say, narcissistic abuse, and the narcissist actually runs rings around you because you have empathy for others, but you're fucking easy pickings. You're easy pickings. So, because you don't know what you're doing. But if you come out the other end of that, it makes you so much stronger. But I learned the fucking hard way. I learned the hard way. God, if I'd have carried on, I might not be here right now. I might not be here right now. Anyway, enough about me. Hi, Tanner. How's it going? Vince Fallon said, I've lived in a family home since 12 years old, left pre-uni with average 19.7 out of 20, started the prestigious law school in Sweden, then I crashed. Oh, shit. Possibly. You sound like you're smashing it there before this. Then probably PTSD, ended up majoring in English literature. You sound very, very smart, Vince Fallon. Bloody hell. What do you mean you crashed? Did you just burn out? Did you get too stressed? Did you do too much? I'm guessing even to Balan. You sound like you've done a lot there, by the way. You sound like you're smashing it. I don't know the full story. I need to recharge my battery. Your batteries, Brad. What do you mean, your energy? Hi, Hope Tan as well too. How are you doing? Talking about hitting rock bottom. Someone else ever hit rock bottom? Life can get you so many different ways as well. It's like, it's unpredictable as fuck. It really, really is. It really, really is. It's mad how your life changes as well. You're like, when you're younger, you think, this is me now. I'm 19, 20. This is me now. This is my world now. And you're right, that is your world now. But it it really does change, man. It really does change. The best thing you can do is try and influence that change yourself, though. Anyway, Vince Val saying, but I'm always motivated by more bigger ideals, and an idealist at heart. So I value other things in life now. I'm not the corporate type. Neither am I, Vince Vallan. Absolutely. Never really fit in because I wanted to know more, dream bigger. I love that, Vince Vallan. I resonate with what you just said massively. I don't fit into the corporate world either. I got the chance to be a band 6, which is like a leadership nursing position. Charge nurse or a sister, they call them. If you're female, they call you sister. If you're a male nurse, they call you charge nurse if you go to band 6. And I've had the opportunity to go for it. And I think I had a good chance of getting it, but I chose not because the corporate world would have me more. They'd have more of me. They've already got enough of me right now, Vince Fallon, let's be honest. But I don't really fit the corporation and toe the company line. We've got new policies and procedures and we want you to implement them onto the workforce. And you're thinking, what are these fucking new policies? And you look at them and you're thinking, I don't agree with half of it. I think it's shit. I think they're going to fucking hate it. Yeah, you've got to put it, you're the leader now. Oh, thanks. You've got to tell these people that you're okay with and enforce it on them. Oh, thanks. And that's not what I want to be. But also I get the dream bigger part is like, you get put in a little box, and imagine this box, it's that fucking small. That's it. And you're in that box, and that your job role fits in that box. You only get paid so much. No matter how much you put in, you only get paid so much. And if you don't fit in that box, they'll replace you straight away. But if you have your own business or whatever it is, there is no lid on that box. Anyway, dream bigger. I love that. I love that. Anyway. Not having a prestigious career hurt me a lot, but it would have been a life. Sorry, not having that prestigious career hurt me a lot, but it would have not have been a life I would have liked anyway. That's a lot. That's a lot of self-awareness there, Binta Balan, isn't it? It's like I wouldn't have been happy anyway. Are you happy? Well, people don't ask that question, do they? They say, "What job have you got?" Oh, well done. It's not all about that. It depends on what you want. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Tanner, thanks for the support, guys. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. If you like genuine, real, thought-provoking fucking conversations, then subscribe. And if you want to see me again, Monday night I'm live, Friday night I'm live, Sunday night I'm live. Anyway, Tanner said there is a cold sore. Correct. And there's also, I've cut myself shaving near it. I was being very careful with it and I ended up cutting myself. So I've got a cold sore, mate. And I've been a bit run down. I'm starting to heal though. But yes, Tanner, your analysis is correct. You are right. I don't like it. It looks like shit, mate. I can't wait to get rid of it. Anyway, I'm going through the comments here, guys. I'm going to try and stick to topic if I can. Anyway, Sander's saying, I have never hit rock bottom, but I've definitely felt like I did mentally and had to rebuild my psyche completely. Interesting, Sander. How was that for you? I'm diligently working on myself psychologically in the last 3 to 4 years. Yes, you fucking have. Yes, you have. And it's just chipping away at it slowly. Even right now, I've hit rock bottom when I was like 25. I've come away from it, moved mountains, whatever you want to call it, but am I the complete package at 43? No. No, I'm not. Still got stuff to learn, mate. There's always shit to learn. There's always ways to grow. There's always leveling up or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, any form of addiction is like brain disease, Shelley's saying. And if no one's ever told you today, people are proud of for ever wanting to grow, keep going. Love that, Shelley. Absolutely. Keep growing, keep trying. So anyway, back to topic a little bit. So yeah, sorry guys. So the first small steps I was taking was basically, instead of staying up for 3 days, I'd stay up for 2 days, which you might think, oh my God, that's really bad. No sleep for 2 days, taking drugs, that's bad. Yeah, it is bad. But I was doing 3 days. But I started doing 2 days. And then I'd have a week away. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't go out. Then I'd go back. And I kept going back, coming away, going back, coming away, back to the drugs, coming away from the drugs, back to the bad friendships, away from the bad friendships. And I was lost. Going in and out and in and out and in and out, and weeks are passing by, months are passing by. But each time it was like, what's it called? Willpower muscle was getting stronger. So I was extending it all the time. I was getting better at it. And eventually cut away from it all. So where am I now? Sorry, guys. Where am I now in my life? I'm 43 years old. I'm a qualified nurse. I'm a band 5 scrub nurse. I'm quite proud of that. I'm not saying that's the best job in the world, but it's a lot better than where I was at. I don't even drink now. Hardly drink now. Don't really enjoy drinking. Don't really like it. Couldn't think of anything worse. I used to go to clubs and have a great time. I couldn't think of anything worse going to a club now. I'm probably showing my age here, but I'm 43 and I'm a lot more calm, a lot more stable. I don't see any of my old friends anymore. Some of them aren't even here anymore. They didn't make it. Some of them are still doing the same things. And all the people that I was around, they weren't all bad people. I didn't want to be too harsh. They weren't all bad people, by the way. Some of them were decent people, I would say, to be fair. But I couldn't be around them anymore. So, and that's my life now. I have a very simplified life. I work. I love doing this. I'm going to continue doing fucking this. So yeah, that's my rock bottom story, guys. That's my rock bottom story. So anyway, like we keep going. The lessons learned was no one's coming to save you. I've talked about this before. It's like, you got to do it your fucking self. You've got to do shit yourself. You can't think, oh, I'm going to wait until this person helps me out or that person helps me out. Probably not going to come and save you. And if you're around people that are taking drugs, having toxic behaviors, and you tell them that you want to stop, they're not going to like that, which might sound crazy, but they might not going to like that. They're going to think, oh, you're going to stop taking drugs. Because a lot of the time you think you've got friends, but you're actually only friends because of the activity. It's the activity that keeps you together. And the activity was taking drugs. If you take the drugs out of the equation, the friendships just fizzle away. But no one's coming to save you. Progress started from, of course, fucking small actions, mate. Little small actions. Buying a bike, started to cycle, started to do healthy things instead of the unhealthy things. My reading really helped me. Oh my God. Reading has been so beneficial to my life. It's been so essential. It's expanded my mind so much. And sometimes you're reading a book, you're thinking, I'm not even retaining any of this. And maybe you're not retaining it all. Let's be honest, you're not retaining every fucking word, are you? But it starts to sink in. It really helps. Motivation came after, not before. Comes after the good habits are coming in. Anyway, let me go back to the comments. Speaking the best I can, guys. Thank you to Abes for telling me. Thank you to Abes for thinking of this topic. By the way, I've listened to what Abes has said. Thank you. Anyway, Drong is saying, I've been in trade for over 25 years. During that time, I picked up who were out of work. Some who were low lives. I showed them the way in my business. And when they became somebody, they all moved away. How they laugh at me and behind my back. I get the news, it hurts. But now it doesn't matter anymore. I've moved on. That's what you've got to do. Absolutely. I've read those comments. So my life lesson is pick your friends wisely. Yes. Show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. Would spring to mind. And as for employees, your employees are not your friends. No, they're not. No, they're not. I agree, Drunk. They're not. And that's a quote by the co-founder of Netflix. Forgot his name. Your employees are not your friends. And they might be friendly with you. You might have laughs with them. You might trust them to a certain extent, but they're not your fucking friends. Because why they're not your friends? If the job that you're going to tomorrow, let's say, where you get paid, if you didn't get paid there, you wouldn't work there. So you'd work somewhere else with different people. And those other people won't be there probably. You're there because of the shared activity, which is the work. I agree. They're not your friends. Anyway, not everyone might not agree with that one. Some people might say this, that, and that's fair enough. But I believe in that too, John. John is saying, funny part is that if you live like I do, there aren't any friends. Most of them boozing buddies, and they are vanished. Drunk, I can 1000% agree with that. So you're the best by yourself. Just cut the money supply and watch your friends vanish. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Fair weather friends, isn't it? Good time friends. They're there for the good times, but they don't have quality or depth, I'd say. Society is largely pessimistic and negative. It can be, Drong. It can be, but we can change that in ourselves. We can change that in there if we want to. Life can put you through hard things. Your energy made you shine. You removed the poison inside you. Yes, Shelley. And shit, I was brought up. My auntie had a pub, Shelley. Well, you probably remember when pubs were really popular in UK, Ireland, England. Pubs were massive in the 90s, 80s, 90s. They were big. And my auntie had a pub, and it was a Scottish pub. So a lot of people from Scotland lived in Darwin. It was a rough pub as well. And my dad worked there as well. And I was in and around. I used to go there at the weekends during the day. I wasn't drinking, but I was around them. I was around a lot drinking. And a lot of my family have had drink problems and drug problems. Not all of them, but some. And I was probably influenced by those things as well. And some of them, it killed them as well. Sounds really harsh. So, yeah, removing the poison inside of you it's not easy. Doing the same things every day in our profession may seem mundane. It is our bread ticket. Yeah, it is. It's your bread and butter, Tanner. It really is. It's essential. Yeah. Keeps you going. Keeps food in your belly, mate, doesn't it? And the roof over your head, amongst other things. Were you addicted to drugs? That's really hardcore. I bet you got out of that. I think I was more psychologically addicted because I never did the hard drugs. I never injected anything. I never did heroin. I never did crystal meth. I never did crack. I never did really, really, really hard drugs, but I did the party drugs. So was I addicted? I was probably addicted to the feeling in the life, yes, but I think it was mentally addicted, psychologically addicted, Vince Malan, not physically. I don't think it was physical. True quote from the internet, no one's come to save you. Absolutely. Save your fucking self. Yeah, true. Anyway, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Very, very true. Very, 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 very true. Vince Fowler says, my mum's my best friend. That's beautiful. Vince Fowler, That's lovely. You're very blessed. You're very blessed, and so is she. Timmy's happy. He's chilling. It's all good. Sandra saying Vince Vallon, that's beautiful about a mum being her best friend. Oh, that is. It's nice to hear, by the way. Thomas, am I Australian? No, this is English, mate. This is English. Australian accent sounds a lot different to this. What does it say about Brad if he's best friends with Timmy? Says a lot of good. Strong saying you'll only have friends at work, colleagues, and boozing friends, and church too, or places of worship. That's where you'll meet people. Then again, it depends on the congregation. True. Anyway. So when you're on the mend from hitting rock bottom, I'll go on the topic for a little bit longer, then I'll move on. You're going to face setbacks. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a little bit messy at times. A little bit disjointed, let's say. Let me carry on with that. Sorry, I'm just looking at the match there. (7-1), that's ridiculous. What was I going to say then? Sorry, guys. Setback does not mean failure. What? I can't hear you. I know, 7-1. They're only a bit, they're only a small country. It's expected.
They're an island.
I know, yeah. So setbacks does not mean failure. You're going to make little mistakes. You're not always going to get everything right. You're trying to change your life around from being at bottom. And it's going to be messy, especially if you've been in that life for a long, long time. It's not straightforward. And a lot of people fail. They fail and then they just give up entirely. But you shouldn't give up. If you're trying to just change your life, it's not always a straight line. It's up that you go 4 steps forward, you go 2 steps back. You go 5 steps forward, you go 6 steps back. Like, oh shit, I've gone backwards. But you just keep trying, you keep going. Rebuilding takes longer than people expect. Like with me, to turn my life around properly, it took, I don't know, mate, a long time. Session from 15 to 30, but on and off. I think 15 years I've been in that. I'd say roughly about 15 years I've been in and around that world. It's a long time. I came away from it a lot though, if you know what I mean, but it took a long time. Anyway. Strongly saying being in a community church environment could be better for you. Of course it could. Healthier people more than likely, I'd say. Anyway, Shelley saying pubs were massive then. All my uncles, a lot of cousins were hardcore alcoholics. They're all dead now from the drink. Shelley, snap. I've got an auntie that's not with us anymore. My granddad, who was Scottish, drank himself to death. My auntie drank herself to death. My cousin died from an overdose at 40 on his 40th birthday, sadly. Bless him. My uncle died from he had angina, he had COPD, but he was in his 50s and he just took drugs all his life. Shelley, my dad's brother took drugs all his life, basically, and that killed him eventually, of course. So yes, I know it, I understand it. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for anybody, actually. I really, really don't. There's nothing wrong with having fun, etc., etc. But when you become a slave to your vices or addictions, you become a slave. It's better to be a master. Be a master of yourself than rather be a slave to something. Springs to mind. Anyway. Tighten your purse strings and the false friends will vanish, yes. Absolutely. Timmy misses the Croatian. Yes, he does. He's got a hankering for that Croatian park. Marianne, as they say it's called. Anyway, guys. There are two views on why addiction is caused. One is self-centeredness. Yeah, selfish. The other is the search of subconscious remedy for mental depression. Yes, Tanner, you're making some sense there. I think I was basically self-harming. It is self-centeredness to an extent, absolutely selfish. And once you start taking drugs, Tanner, if you take 1E, let's say 1 tablet, from my perspective, of course, it's everything else goes out the window. I don't care about my bills. I don't care about anything. I just care about feeling good, high, and continuing that. So that's all you think about. You fuck everything else off. You just see things differently while you're under the influence. It gives you a totally different perception, and it feels good. So it's like a substitute for success. It's like I've got a cup, I've got an E, drank, done. It's in your body. Really easy to do that act of swallowing a small tablet. Not saying that's a good thing to do, but it's easy as fuck. It's done. And then you feel amazing afterwards, you feel energized. But obviously it takes its toll. It takes its toll. A lot of it is to, I agree, a lot of the time it is to numb the internal pain, to quiet the internal pain or the mental depression or whatever you want to call it, Tanner. Absolutely agree with that. It's different for different people, though, I understand. I've got an addictive personality. I am all or nothing, which is one of my strengths. But it's also, if it's the wrong thing, it can be my absolute massive weakness as well. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly, whatever that is, or as properly as I can. Like this, I'm all in. My job, I'm all in. More positive, healthy things. Tanner saying 100% to Tanner. Jen loves Patrick. Hi, Jen. Nice to meet you. Hello, Jen. My name is Brad. We've been speaking about hitting rock bottom today. I'm reading comments in relation to the topic at the moment. After that, I'm going to go to open chat. So soon I'm going to go to open chat, I'd say. Imported Baby saying, yes, I've reached rock bottom. I would say it started when my granddad died. Oh, sorry, mate. I was depressed for years, got a girlfriend, and then she left. I lost quite a few family relatives. That sounds bloody horrendous, mate. How did you deal with it, Imported Baby? How did you work through it? How did it make you... I don't know. How did it affect you mentally? I'm asking you a lot of questions there, mate, and you don't have to answer them. But if you want to share, share. If you don't feel like you have to, by the way. I do have Discord available. If you want to carry on the chats when the lives are not happening, or if you want to support the channel, I do have memberships available and the Discord available, just to send that out there. And also thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I appreciate the support. You started to get yourself together. That's great to hear, mate. I think we all go through trials and tribulations in our own way. I think we all have our own inner demons as well to work through. It's different for everybody, I understand. So you're saying there's a movie called Equilibrium, yes, early 2000s, mate, where they live in a future society without emotions. So in that society, there's no addictions too, as emotions bring on addictions. That makes a lot of sense, mate. People who say exes are easy to get over are liars. True. Depends on the situation and the person, Imported Baby. But I understand that it can be very difficult. Or it just means their love wasn't real in the first place. Yes, I'd agree with that. I won't lie. I still hold some sort of love for my ex, but I've acknowledged it. It won't work. Yeah, it's hard to accept that, isn't it? That's hitting rock bottom in a way, emotionally, isn't it? When you have a relationship and you love someone and they don't want to be with you anymore, it's really hard. Fucking gut-wrenching, mate. Especially when you think that you've got a future with them and then all of a sudden they just don't want to be with you anymore. And you don't know what you've done wrong. You might have done something wrong, I don't know, but you don't realise it. You're thinking, what the fuck? That's how it goes sometimes. And it's very, very painful. Fuck me, it is. How do I know? I've been there. A long time ago. But I've been there. Vince Van says, for the impurities of gold to disappear, it has to be heated in extreme temperatures. That's how a pure product is produced. It can look good on the outside, but true purity does not come cheap. Quality does not come cheap sometimes either. Dawn Woodland saying it takes over your life and can affect those around you. Oh, big time. Absolutely, Dawn Woodland. Absolutely. At least you admit that, Brad, and own it, yeah. Well, yeah, that's the... If you don't admit it, and you don't own it, and you deny it, that it's a problem, you're never going to stop doing it, more than likely. You're going to continue the trauma, continue the toxic lifestyle, and you're going to hurt others potentially along the way. Absolutely. Important babies, they're saying, I've lost 2 uncles. My granddad and a family friend and my auntie had breast cancer, so she has no... Oh, Imported baby, sending love and respect to imported baby. I'm fucking sorry to hear that, man. That's not easy. Bloody hell, mate. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. You grew up in a big family and saw it all collapse in the space of 10 years. Wow. Yeah. It's like it's a bad run, mate. It's a bad run. Yorick saying, hit and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I'll keep going. You use drugs to deal with your coping mechanisms, drank every chance I got and messed with the wrong people. Boy, baby, done it too, mate. Yeah. Takes you down a darker path, doesn't it? It's not the healthy way to do it, but I understand why somebody might or would do that. If you don't subscribe, Timmy is going to be pissed off, and there's going to be some stern words. Yes. Timmy said he doesn't take shit too kindly, and he gets really mad when no one subscribes. He says he's got fist of fury. Anyway. Wrong saying I can relate. Mine's a small family and it's still collapsed. That was a self-centered trader, a womanizer, and so much more. Yet they fought every single night, sometimes twice. My mum's not that normal either. God. What was I going to say? Wrong. Dysfunctional family dynamics, to say the least, there, mate. Do you think that impacted you growing as you got older as well? Anyway, right, guys, I'm going to end that poll a moment. Let me recenter a moment. I've stayed on topic the best I can. I hope that was okay. I spoke about rock bottom. You can bring it up if you want to. It's your choice now. I'm ending the poll. I'm going to just unpin my message. We're now going to go to open chat. Let me just do that. Open chat. Let me type this in. Open chat, all respectful comments read. Out loud. And I'll pin my own. That's that. Hope I've spelt that right. There we go. I'll pin that message. We're going to open chat now, guys. I'll calm down a little bit now. I've been on one a little bit. Let me go back a little bit. Let me read your comments. Sorry, guys. Imported baby, it's terrible. It's the reason why I eloped with my wife and teenage romance, to get away from it all. Yeah, I have fond memories, though. I hate domestic abuse. Yes. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. I bet you're probably saying wrong. It makes me sick to my stomach. Not just physical, emotional. Abuse can be terrible. That's awful. Betrayal may break your heart, but it can also open up your eyes. Yeah, it can make you see clearly about what if you learn from it, you'll learn to spot the types of people that are not to be trusted more. It can open your eyes, Shelley. It's a very painful lesson, though, when you betray. Betrayal. You can never trust after a betrayal, I don't think. Very difficult to. Oh, it's terrible. The whole neighbourhood knew. I believe I'm not right in my head. Right, okay. Yeah, it was like that with my ex, LOL. Yeah, I know it was teenage love, but it was real. Of course it was real. But I'm glad you got through it together. A year ago, my mum had 2 boyfriends, one after the other. They were stalkers and abusers. My whole street knew about it. It was embarrassing. Oh, man. That sounds messy, doesn't it? Really, really does, man. Imported baby. It's horrible when people know about your business like that as well. Everyone everybody in the chat, take care of yourselves. Your needs are very valid. Yes, they are. Absolutely. So I've just gone to open chat now, guys. The teenage love is a chance to get away, especially if one or both partners come from abusive homes. Yes, it is. And also there'll be like a connection because you come from similar situation, so you can understand each other and help each other in that situation. I mean, verbally abusive, John saying. Me confessing in point of saying no worries. A problem shared is a problem halved, and I think it's really important to own things and think, shit, this happened. That I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. I'm trying to think now, guys. I'm going to read the comments. Even if they're much bigger and stronger than me, I still challenge them. That shows a lot of bravery and courage from you there, imported baby. Dawn is saying, yes, Shelley, spot on. In my opinion, if you don't stick up for your family, you're a coward. I can see, yeah, I can see why you'd say that. I think you need to stick up for the ones you love. I think if it's reasonable. Would you stick up for your loved one if they were in the wrong? I'm throwing something else out there, though. If they were wronged and they've not done anything wrong and they're on the receiving end of a lot of abuse, yeah, you stick up for them. If they've fucked up, though, and they've caused all their own problems, would you still stick up for them then? Or would you apply tough love and say, look, you fucked up? Depends on the situation, important baby, of course. I'm speaking generally here. You might be on about something else specifically, of course. Dawn Woodland said it's made me sick. Yep. I'm so glad that I mended my ways in the past 7 years. Yes, a lot has changed in me. Great to hear, mate. You've matured. You've worked through things. Torquay's a right state full of drug dealers and horrible guys. In Port Baby, it's in a lot of towns that. A lot of places are run down, mate. They really, really are. Desperate in places. Shelley saying, Brad, have a drink, lad. You smashed it. Good on you. Thanks. Cheers. I'll have a drink. Drink of water. I'll chill out a bit now. I'll read the comments. The women here are just as bad two-faced people, LOL. Poor baby saying, depends on the person, mate. Depends on the person. Some are, some aren't. Men and women, mate. If you get the chance, lad, go for it. Think of your own happiness. You deserve it. Absolutely, Shelley. By the way, there are no knives in my house now. I've chucked them all in the bin. Yeah. Drunk saying, might as well just have said casual hookups. I hate saying this, but society is degraded to a world I don't recognise, Drunk. I can really resonate with what you're saying there. I feel like it is doing. in a lot of ways. I think it's important to carry on being the light and doing the right things. In a world that seems lost, it's very difficult, though. I get it. We live in a throwaway society, don't we? You're thinking, what do you mean by that, Brad? It's like new car, new clothes, new this, new that, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, new partner. Throwaway society. Oh, I can just get another one. Who gives a fuck? I'm bored of this one now. Let me get another one. Kind of live in a society like that too, which can lead to other things. Point Baby says, thank you, Shelley. I appreciate that. And I'll definitely take the chance when I get one. I'll be taking my brother and mum with me. That's lovely. Nice, man. I used to want casual hookups, but I just see no point in that anymore. It's either we're in it for the long run or we ain't in it at all. That's really good, mate. I've been there, done all the other stuff. It's not good. Good on you, Imported Baby. I won't stick up for my dad. I haven't seen him in over 2 decades. Presumably, KIA, I would say. Hello, maybe. Boy, baby, you deserve happiness. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Vince Fallon said, my neighbour started to hang out in the corridor and especially my door. He drank tea and spent evenings there. I just ignored him. Then he put gifts outside of my door, which I left there. That's fucking weird, Vince Fallon. He rang and rang on the door and I didn't answer. The day after my car had a flat tyre. Don't know if it was him. Sent something to tell him to keep far away from me. Oh my God, Vince Fallon, that's fucking awful. That person put your tie down, I reckon. That is weird. And that's bad, isn't it? That's that kind of person gives men a bad name, in my opinion. That's weird. Just hanging out your door. That's weird. I'm glad you got someone to have a word with him. That's bang out of order, Vince Fallon. Really, really is. That's not good. That's not good. Not you, but him. I'm on about, of course. You all deserve true happiness too. Thank you, Imported Baby. Thank you. Men can be scary for women. Yes, they can. Not all men are like that, Vince Fallon. I'm assuming that you know that. But some can be, yeah. They can be really creepy and fucking weird and desperate and twisted and bang out of order. Vince Fallon. That's what some men can be like. 1000%. I can't even. Sadly, that's true. It really, really is. But are all men like that? No, they're not. Not all of them. Some are. That's just weird. Creepy, innit? You've moved and got married since then, though. I'm really glad. But that must have been scary for you, Vince Fallon. Were you living on your own at the time? People do it on here sometimes. Like, they come on here and they say weird things, desperate things. It's like, no, it's not good. It's not good. If you know what I mean. And it's usually men that do. If men are going, it's usually men that do that weird shit. And it doesn't get you anywhere. It's not good juju. I'm glad I hope that you're happy now, Vince Fallon. I hope that you're happy. Anyway, thank you for sharing. Thanks to anyone else that shared too. Thank you for just being here. Thank you for listening to me speak. You're speaking as well in your own way. You're writing comments. I'm reading them, of course. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I appreciate the support. I'll keep reading the comments. Imported Baby says, only the desperate. Yeah. The dog's got your vape. Must have got it on the chair. Well, equal opportunity, Shelley. Your dog deserves to vape too. And Timmy says, let the dog vape. So it's not fair on the dog because the dog doesn't have his or her own. We're joking here. That might be a Dragon's Den moment, Shelley, where we could like developing vapes for dogs.
That'd be so wrong, wouldn't it? Evil. I'm joking, of course. Drang saying, you guys, you don't know the Northeast, especially our city Shillong. Women have the societal values of the Thais of Thailand. We look like them too, squinty eyes and yellow. Okay. 110, whatever. Being, thank you, Shelley. Well done. Don Woodland says creepy. Yeah, some people can. Sums up the whole of the UK, lol. John saying, and with the social media, just about everyone has gone into validation mode. Now you expect that wife to cook for you or do the nails. That's when they all listen to public figures, maybe, sometimes. And if you Drang is saying, and if you're of some wealth, remember you've got to give half your property and house in the event of a divorce and childcare, lol. Yeah, that happens. Sometimes. Some people are like human medicine. If you spend 1 hour with them, everything feels better. I agree, Shelley. What's my terminology for that? I read it in a book once. The Jeff and Me, actually. The Jeff and Me is the book. I can't believe I've remembered it. I read it years ago. Anyway, one of the things it said was, some people are like radiators and some people are like drains. So some people are like radiators. What does that mean? They radiate warmth. They're warm. They're kind. They have a presence, a positive presence around them. You feel good when you're around them or when they listen to you or whatever. And then other people are like drains. You speak to them and they just drain the life out of you. They're really draining. So, depends. And there's people in between that as well. Anyway, point Baby says, that's only in America. It's mainly child support here. Depends where you're from, doesn't it? Drong's gonna hold onto his gold and hide in a cave. Music's my drug. Yes, music can be very healing. If you're ever big with money, just get a lawyer and a bookkeeper. Saves you a lot of hassle. Also, the courts tend to follow people who have big money. I've learned the hard way. I don't know about that, if I'm honest. I have no idea, mate. I have no idea. Hello, Amelia. Hello. How's it going? Yorik's got some pigeons on the go. Yorik, thank you for the digital pigeons, mate. Timmy says, thank you for the digital pigeons. Says he's missed them. I've seen the new Crow movie. No, mate. Is that crows or pigeons? Sorry. What I was going to say then, man. No, I've seen the original one from 1993, 94 with Brandon Lee in it. But I've not seen the new one, mate. I've not even heard of it until right now. Amelia says, I didn't think you'd remember me. I remember you. It's rubbish. I heard bad reviews. Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch it if I'm honest. I like the original though. It's good. It's good for a first time watch, Yorick. Amelia says back in a second. No worries. It's all good. So I'm just reading the comments now, guys. I'm going with the flow. What was I going to say? It is what this is, by the way. It's not always me. But my subscriber growth has been very, very slow recently. Unbelievably slow. What was I going to say? Yeah, it has. I got to 600 subs when I was in Croatia. And then since then, it's been over a month. I think I've been back for a month. And I've got 18 subs since then. It's just been slow. But at least it's moving forwards. It's all good. Anyway. You've got friends that have got some good jobs. They all have to pay up. Some are left with a quarter of their income because of child support. Yeah. I don't have any kids. Not for me personally. About a guy who dies, he's brought back to life by mystical power of crows to avenge his dead girlfriend. That was murdered along with him, yes. What am I planning to eat for dinner, Tanner? I've eaten peppers, red peppers, with mincemeat inside and then mash and gravy. It was really nice. That's what I had for dinner. What did you have for dinner? Legally, you don't have to pay child support in the UK, only if it comes to court agreements. Yes, I don't know much about that because I've never been in that situation and never want to be in that situation, mate. But it does occur. Have you ever considered collaborations? I've thought about it, Vince Ballon, but I'm really mindful now about who that's with. I really, really am. And right now, I'm not thinking of it at all. If I were going to do it, it has to be the right fit. Like, it has to be someone who's, I don't know, maybe similar topics. And it just has to align. And I've not felt that truly off anyone. And if you flick through the lives and people that do lives and some good, there's different styles of what people do and different topics that they do. Some of it's crazy, some of it's this, some of it's that. It's all different. One's not better than the other. It's just different. But I don't really think, I want to work. I don't really think, I want to work with that person or I want to work with that person. I haven't seen anyone that I don't know. I'm not thinking of it right now. I'm just doing it on my own, in my own way. I'm not saying that's the best way. But right now, I'm just cracking on. What was I going to say then? Or live commenting on relevant videos, for example. I could do live commenting, Vince Avalon. I've not tried it. I like to make my own. I like to do it in a genuine, rough manner, like not perfect manner. I don't speak about things perfectly. I speak about them genuinely. And I like to just create my own thing instead of going on to someone else's video going like that. Yeah. Like, imagine you've got Martin Luther King speaking and I'm in the corner going like that. Like, what the fuck? I think, what the fuck's that? Me just sat there with my thumb up while someone who's a really good speaker speaks. I don't want to do it. I don't know why. It doesn't feel good. I don't know why. It might get me loads of likes, might make it loads of views, but it's not me speaking, is it? It's just me just stood there like, a lot of people do that. I'm not saying it's bad to do that or wrong to do that, but that's not me. That's somebody else. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too... I don't know. Not for me. I get what you're saying, though. You've got good ideas there, but it's just not... Maybe at some point. Thanks for these suggestions. Never confuse education with intelligence. A person can have a PhD and still be an idiot. 1,000%, Shelley. 1,000%. Some people can fucking speak so intellectually and they are super, 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 super intelligent and super, super knowledgeable. It's like, oh my God, they're on another fucking level. But some people got it all, don't get me wrong, they've got that and everything else. But some doesn't all, you could have all that and still be an idiot. I agree. You can still be. There's different types of intelligence as well. Do you hit the gym? Yes, I do, Tanner. And this week I've been a little bit ill. I've had ulcers in my mouth. I've had, what's it called? A cold sore on my face, as you can bloody see. Yesterday I was really run down, really tired. I feel a bit better today, thank God. But I've only trained once this week. I've been on two. I went on a walk today, a walk yesterday, and I did some circuit training on Thursday. But I've not trained as much as I usually do. But I do hit the gym, mate. I try and get three in a week. If I can. Strong saying, Shelley, I second that. In point of says, I won't speak too much of my brother's dad because he's passed away now. But as soon as he saw how much my mum was earning, he stopped giving him money from my brother. Okay. Yorick saying, can't imagine Brad doing a collab with the toilet seat guy. Oh, no, what can I do with that? Have you seen the toilet seat guy? I can't collab with that. I can't collab with it. I can't do it. What the fuck? I'd have to match him, wouldn't I? I'd have to like paint my face in brown and pretend I'm a poo or something. No, I'm not doing that. That's not good. It's weird. I'm not doing that. Even at times when we were struggling, he never really helped. That's sad, imported baby. That's sad. It's not good enough, in my opinion. Not from you, but from him. Don't bother saying, yep, Shelley, spot on. They have no common sense or reality. Some don't. Some do. Some have it all. I've met them. I've met like surgeons that are fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And they're decent people, relatable. Others are just, what's it going to say? They lack emotional intelligence sometimes. We all have strengths and weaknesses, I suppose. Shelley saying, Brad, I wouldn't personally till you see the right person. Yeah, and it has to be beneficial to them too, Shelley. And that hasn't occurred yet. And that's okay. So I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to align with something that's not correct. If it doesn't align, no. Sound back? Sounds back. I've muted. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm back now, though. I'm learning. I can still understand what I start miming. Men can have children into late age, most of them. Jermaine Jackson is 70, his son is 3. That's fucked, Don Wolfland. Could be dead in 10 years. Or 20 years. That's crazy. Men can actually, yeah, they can. That's crazy. I've caught up with the chat. Sorry, guys. Mick Jagger, Rod Stewart, late 70s. The guy that's in Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer as well. I forgot his name. He's married to a younger woman. Let's say that. Domo saying, get your point on that, Brad. What my point on what? 70-year-old having kids. I think it's weird. I think it's not. I don't know, personally. I just think it's fucking weird. Having a kid at that old age, I think that's a debate, I suppose, and not everyone's going to agree with my opinion, but I'll give you my opinion. I don't think it's okay. I think you're not going to be there for them for that long. If you're 70, you've got a kid. A new kid, let's say. I don't think you're going to be around for them. and I don't think it's good for the kids, personally. But a lot of people might disagree. Hi, Gaz Coleman. How's it going? Good on you, lad. Nice one, Gaz. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad, by the way. How are you doing? We're just chilling now. We're just gone to open chat. I'm just checking something. That's fine. When an axe came into the forest, the tree said that handle was one of us. Yeah, yeah, sadly. I'm going quiet for a moment, guys. Very quiet tonight. Yeah, it is. It is. Sorry about that. That's the way it is. I think it might be because of the weather. People might be out more, maybe. Jerome saying, "Oh, I see that you're not willing to answer that last query. Okay, I'll forget about it. What are you saying? Is this my own place? Well, yeah. This is my apartment. Yeah. Is that the question?" Very quiet tonight. Yeah, it is. We go with the flow. Very dark. That's Shelley. Vince Fallon saying, Tanner saying, a brutal knife attack on a Northern Irish street sparked 2 nights of fiery riots filled with anti-immigrant rhetoric. Yep. I think the turbulent times. I think what's happening in a lot of societies is people are getting taxed more and more and more. The services are getting worse. I think people are just getting a bit. I think there's always been immigration, Tanner, and it's been controlled. And other people have come over to England or Ireland or Scotland or wherever to work. And that's good for society. It's useful, positive. And I think what's happened is there's just been a massive, massive influx of people coming to immigration. Massive. I think they've allowed the floodgates to come through. And a lot of these people aren't contributing or aren't working. You'd have another argument saying the English people don't work or the Irish people, some of the Irish people don't work. That's another conversation, I suppose. But it's just, I think it's a hotbed. It's bad. And then when they see what that person did, it was very, very, very violent, wasn't it? And I think people are going, I think it's happening. There's going to be riots. I think there's going to be social unrest. I think it's already happening. I don't know what's right, what's wrong to an extent. There's a lot of other variables in relation to that topic. It's a hot topic. I think there's a collapse of societies happening as we speak, mate. I know that might be a bit political. I don't want to get too much into it. But it's crazy. Money helps. They still go lead in their pencil. LOL. Strong says, that's great. Look at you. I saw that on the news. It's ghastly. Yes, Strong. Like and subscribe. Hit the tap screen. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you so much. The floodgates are open and it's going to get worse. Yeah. And there's only so many resources, there's only so much money, there's only so much space, there's only so many apartments, and it's an absolute fucking mess. It's a mess. Anyway, it's not. I think they've done it on purpose. Is it social engineering? That's another topic. I don't know much about social engineering. I think is it just in England? Is it just in Ireland? No, it's all over. Is it in Croatia a little bit? Yeah, it's in Croatia a little bit as well. Trust me, I've seen it. Is it in France? Definitely. Is it in Germany? Definitely. Is it in other places? 1000%. Is it let's create a problem so we can let's create a problem so we can dish out the digital ID? Maybe I'm being a bit conspiracy theory there, but anyway, John's saying I don't think it's acceptable that people be permitted to carry a sword in public. No, they shouldn't. I agree, John. It is crazy. I think it's our culture's fault, to be honest. Not saying no, it's not healthy to the rest of the world, does not behave like we do. The cultures are too agreeable. Yep. Too fucking limp-wristed liberals. Fucking weak. Too agreeable. It's not sustainable. It's all gone crazy, Shelley. Yeah, it has. It's all over the world. It's done on purpose then, isn't it, Shelley? Another one is, this is a fact, guys, in my opinion. You think you've got a choice. You think, oh, elections are coming soon. Who are you voting for? Thinking, you ain't got a fucking choice. You think you have, but you haven't. The real rulers of the world, they don't see them. The parties, they pay for the parties. They pay the politicians off to do what they say, really. I think there's an illusion of choice. And things are it's just a crazy world at the moment. It's difficult. Vince Farr saying, so people get angry and start attacking minorities instead because it is easier than solving structural problems that come along with being too agreeable. Yeah, and that's when it's dangerous as well, because you're going to get collateral damage, aren't you, there? Basically, you could have some innocent people that are immigrants that, let's be fair to an extent, that they've not done any harm to anyone, they're not done anything wrong to anyone, and then all of a sudden they're getting their faces smashed in or stabbed or something horrible. Oh, it's just a mess, man. Sorry. There's different angles to look at here as well. I get it. It's complex. The world's a bit scary at the moment. You couldn't walk streets at 8 at night. I wouldn't go out at that hour. No. That's sad though, isn't it? It is getting scary, Dawn Woodland. I'd agree. If someone comes to your home and take more than you want, just you say no. You don't let him do it and then talk behind his back. That's weak. Right, what do you mean? Sorry, Vince Val, I'm trying to understand. If someone comes to your home and take more from you than you wanted to, you just say no. You don't let him. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't just let them take what they want. Someone to, yeah. I'd agree. I get it. How am I feeling today? Feeling a little better, Shelley. Thanks for asking. How are you feeling? I feel a lot better than yesterday or Friday. I still feel a little bit off, but I'm okay. I'm working tomorrow. I think I'm on an 8-6. The strikes have been called off. There were some doctor strikes were meant to be next week, and they called them off like last night. So it's going to be an easier week, Shelley, for me personally next week, but now I'm going to have to do more work, which is fine. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Everyone has their equal rights, yeah. In the Gulf, there are the same minorities. And you can leave your phone in a public place and no one will take it, because if they do, they won't get a visa renewal. I like that, Vince Vallan. So there's rules in place. There's consequences for shitty behaviour, Vince Vallan, in relation to what you're saying, and that's the way it should be. More like that, I'd say. Welcome back, Sander. We're just chilling. We're just going to open conversation now. Open chat. That's why it's our fault. It's our weakness. We don't say more bad leadership, terrible leadership. Amelia's asking, what days do you go live? I go live on Monday, Friday, and Sunday. Monday, Friday, Sunday. Always in the evening. That's my structure for now. Dawn saying, I heard a so-called friend of mine who I stayed with went for her stepson with a screwdriver. She was a so-called friend for over 20 years. Scary. God, try to attack someone with a screwdriver. That could be quite deadly, couldn't it? Sounds crazy, that does, Dawn. Shelley saying, thank God, Brad. Thanks. Thanks, Shelley. Very considerate. Very thoughtful. Thank you. That's why I like to interact here. Drong is saying, I work in my little lab and talk to you guys. Given the chance, I prefer not to meet people at all. Live this way like a monk. Yeah, I get it. I get it, man. I get it. Less people, less drama, wrong kind of thing. Yeah. Amelia says, oh, okay. Yeah, that's when I go live. I'd do it more if I could, Amelia, but I can't. I could, but I've only got so much energy, so much time. So I do 3 lives a week. And then I make a short. I make shorts out of the lives I do. So I do like 1 short a day just to try and get to trying to attract more people to my channel. My growth recently has been quite slow, but that's how it goes. A lot of people give up with this as well. I've noticed recently that some people that go live, there's trends. Some people that are there all the time, and there's some that start really strongly, and they're on live all the time, and then they don't last. I don't want to end up like that. I want to be sustainable, you know. I raised over £140 for Macmillan Cancer Research and pay for 7 people's chemo. Although I'm broke, it was worth it. It's nice, good that you've raised money for cancer. How could you pay for 7 people's chemo for £140? I don't know if that would cover it all, if I'm honest. It's very admirable to raise money, of course, for cancer research. Don't know if that covers 7 people's chemo, though, mate. Amelia, I'm not sure if that worked that way, if I'm honest. I could be wrong, of course. Anyway, don't say yes, Shelley. Brad, the shorts are doing well. Yeah, they're doing all right. They're doing well. Just keep going. Just keep going. And like I said before, I could be on a video, like, I don't know. And I get it, it works. Loads of people do it. But it's someone else's video, and I'm just sat there in the corner going, you know, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sat there in the corner, and it's probably getting me views, might get me likes, get me further reach, but it's not me speaking. I'm not doing shit. I'm just sat there, and I don't want to. That's not my style. That's all I'm gonna say. I like to do it myself. As imperfect as that bloody is, let's be real. Anyway, Drunk saying, I love Amazon too. Amazon has killed the retail industry. True. And I don't care. I'm a consumer, so I love the affordability and product sourced from Taiwan and China. I admire the honesty there. Amazon is a very, very, very successful business model. It works perfectly. Not perfectly, but very, very well. I can see why it's a success, but it's very true. It has eaten up a lot of the retail industry. Definitely. It's a big fish, and it's eating them all. It's been eating them all for a long time. So I think, Amelia, well done. Do you know where the money went? The one for the research. That's really nice of you to do that. I don't have £140 to cover for 7. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. Sorry. It's really, really kind of you to do that. 1000%. Weird how we form social lives over the internet now. Yeah. Yeah. And instead of belonging to a village, people create villages and identities online. Vince Fallon. Yeah. And that just shows that we have a desire and a need for it to connect, don't we, to socialize to an extent, and we do it this way, or some do it this way now. That's the I don't know how technology has changed things, I suppose, to an extent. It's another topic in itself. Shelley saying, Amelia, that's wonderful. Sandra's skeptical about charities. Yes, some are genuine and some are. It doesn't. Depends which charity it is. Some charities, they might give 5% of all the money that they get, or 10% at best, and they keep the rest. That sounds very controversial, I know, but some do that. Some are positive, some are positive, and some I'm skeptical of. Depends on which one it is, anyway. Vince Fallon says it's really nice to have a town centre and mall to go through. Yeah, it is, to get out a bit. Yeah, and the high street's dying in a lot of places, isn't it? Amelia saying, I don't mind helping. It makes my life better by smiling. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Amelia. That's very, very altruistic and very kind of you to say. Lovely, by the way. How old are you, Amelia? Sam's asking. Shelley saying, Brad, I agree. When he's coming. Oh, I'm going to wait till payday, if I'm honest, Shelley. I've spent a lot of money recently, if I'm honest. And I am going to wait till payday. Yes. And then I'm going to make a decision. Yes. Thanks for reminding me, Shelley. I did look in IKEA for Timmy's chair. I looked for him, a chair for him, but I couldn't see. There were no suitable chairs for him in IKEA, unfortunately. It was even in my backpack. It was in my backpack. Honestly, I'm not joking. I was going to even field test the chairs for him, but there was none that were suitable in IKEA. I used to have mental health struggles, but ever since I changed my life by helping, smiling, talking to people, I've been smiling daily. That's lovely, Amelia. It makes you feel better when you help people. It makes you feel better. If you're feeling lonely or lost or any of those things, do good things and it'll form connections and you'll get a release of happy hormones. It's oxycodone or something like that. It's like when you're petting a dog. I think it's oxycodone. You get oxycodone released, hormones released in you and in the dog. Anyway. Oxytocin, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm talking about a drug there. Oxytocin. Thank you, Sander. I'm really sorry. Oxycodone's a drug. I'm really sorry. Oxytocin. Thank you. I'm not perfect. John saying, Vince Fallon, there aren't any villages. Capitalism has driven everyone from the village to the city. It's the wealthy people who go back to the village and maintain a country home. Great question, Shelley. Stares at Brad. What was the question? Oh, yeah. The chair. I'm going to sort it. 11 years old. Yeah, but this is more adult content, I'd say, but we talk respectfully, of course. Of course, this is an adult channel, really. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be horrible, but it is. It's yeah. Anyway, I'll keep going. Yeah, it's not for kids. It's not for kids. I'm thinking now, this is not a place for children. It's not, I wouldn't say it's age appropriate, really. It's not, it requires parental control. It's not that I'd say do anything that's inappropriate, of course. We could try to approach this in a genuine but professional manner, but it's not a place for children, really. No. It's just not. It's not. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Drunk saying there are still farmers. I remember when I stayed at a village 30 kilometers from here, we would all return from the field and hang around one particular town tavern in the evening. Shelley, yeah, a young angel. Yes. Don't worry, Amelia. You're really, really kind. And I appreciate you being on here, and you've been very respectful. But it's not. It's for adults. Yeah. I'm 43 years old. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's age appropriate, really. If you know what I mean. Trying to explain myself the best way I can there. Shelley saying, Brad, I agree something will come up for Timmy. Yes, it will. Thanks, Amelia. Respect to Amelia, just by the way. Don't mind leaving, no worries, that's fine. Anyway, Bishaw. Hi, Bishaw. How are you? Good evening to you. Welcome back. I think I've seen you before. Amelia, oh, you're lovely, love. Thanks for being here, but we're all adults here. It doesn't feel right for you to be here. Yeah. It's not, I'll think about this in real time. It's not, I was kind of trying to be kind here. It's not like it's a state, it's not like it's personal towards yourself. Not because you're a bad person or anything like that. You're a nice person, but this is for adults. And enjoy being a kid. Enjoy being a kid. Enjoy being young. Enjoy it. It goes fast. Thank you, Amelia. Respect. Take care. You're lovely. Yeah. But I'm just trying to be, I didn't want to be nasty or anything, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to be kind there and understanding to an extent. Vince Fan says, IKEA, they have toddler chairs that will be great for Timmy. I've seen them. I go to the Swedish food store and out in the world, but buy what I need. Say hey to the workers and pronounce all names in Swedish. No idea how to do that. I didn't like the chairs. I think I'm going to get something from Amazon, Intervalon. And so it's been a lovely chat with you fine people. You're all like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and one woman too now. You're leaving. Goodbye, John. Cat's Eye Forever. Hi, I'm going to practice my leavers assembly tomorrow. Where are you leaving? We say H. I can't say that. My pronunciation is terrible. We say H in Croatia too. We've been to IKEA and didn't find anything. Been to Balan. We tried. Sanders trying to correct me. I cannot say that. Lepinu. I cannot say that. Sorry. You still have a very nice and shiny cranium. Wish I had one like this, but unfortunately it's full of hair and I can't get rid of the. Thank you, Lipu. I'll go with that. Nice one, Lipu. Bishu says, I'm well, thank you. Great to hear. God bless strong. Good night. Have a nice do whatever you're doing. Enjoy. It's a lovely cranium, Sandra saying. Yeah, thanks. Don't often get told that my cranium is delectable or delightful, but I'll take it. Timmy says he has a nice cranium too. Says, what about Timmy's cranium? Says, where's the compliments? Says, you're not happy. Says, it's not fair because Brad's getting all the good juju and he's not getting nothing. He looks a bit pissed off, actually. Be mindful of him. He might be small, but he's a fighter. Anyway, My daughter is soon 11. Wow, she can't come to this chat. It's for grown-ups. Vince Fallon, yes. Do I need to... Oh, God. Do I need to be a bit more... I do, don't I? Sorry, guys. I need to be better. I need to be more... I'm not better, but more... So I'm just trying to think in real time. Obviously, I need to be a bit more on it with that. So that's what I'm going to do going forwards. I wasn't quite aware on me. And it's got to be 16 or above, hasn't it? At the very, very least. 16 or above, I'd say. And if they're 16, they've got to have some maturity to them. Otherwise, some people are like 50 or 60 and they've not got maturity and they come on here and be absolutely ridiculous, don't they? Of course, trolls. So you don't... And that some, believe it or not, guys, like just having an 11-year-old in here, which is not appropriate, of course. But that person had more maturity than some people that are 60, which is sad, isn't it? Anyway. Your daughter's 11, and yeah, you wouldn't want her on this chat. No, Vince Fallon. Well, yes, I agree with you, by the way. You enjoy your research, John. Thanks for being on here, by the way. I didn't see the icon. I couldn't see it clearly. Thanks for Sandra. Thanks for checking. I'm going to need to be. You can't always tell either. I could have an icon of someone on here, then it's not even got a face on it, and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, would you? You would have no idea. I suppose the behaviour can. No worries, Amelia. God bless to you. Look after yourself. Be careful out there, Amelia. And be careful out there in social media. Just be careful. There's some nice people, but not everybody can. It can be tricky. So I just want you to be safe. Be safe. That's what I want to say. But thanks for being honest and thanks for just being kind. And that's that. Bishu saying, can anyone tell me if cortisone injections into the hips are painful? How long do they last? They can be painful, 1000% when they're being injected, definitely. How long do they last? Good question. Sometimes it can last only a short time. Sometimes it doesn't last at all. Sometimes it I don't know. I don't know exactly how long they can last. Good question. It depends on the individual. So, but there's no guarantee, Bishop, with those cortisone injections. There's no guarantee. It alleviates pain maybe for 2-3 months, maybe sometimes longer, or sometimes it's just a week or so, or sometimes hardly anything at all. So it's it depends on the individual. But when they do it, if they're going to hit the spot with the injection, imagine you've got a sore hip and they hit it perfectly on the pain point, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt when they put the injection in. But if they get into that point, I'd say that's what they want to get to, the pain point where the inflammation is, because they want to target that area, don't they? They want to hit the right spot for the relief, the pain relief that the cortisone injection will give, hopefully. Brad, your channel will be tarnished. The parents could run muck over it. Oh, that'd be horrible, and that'd be game over. Oh, man. And do I need to put some... Oh, God. I need to... I say this is not for children, though, for God's sake. I do say that. On my thing, I have things to click, of course. And that'd be game over, wouldn't it? Not that I'm doing anything wrong, but I can't be having children on here, no. It's hard to say no to people that apply as well. But that's a new rule that needs to be put in place. And I'm going to look up, see if I can manage that better. Let's say that. You must be extra kind to them for sure, but yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Anyway, Brad, it's dangerous. Yeah, how can you stop that? Someone's got the phone. They can just go through the phone. If they've no parental locks on the phone, or they've got their parents' phone, they can just do what the hell they want, can't they? If the picture's young, then you go from there and just get straight, let's say, going forwards. I agree with what you're saying. Anyway, 6 months, that's it. I wasn't sure if it was 6 months, and some people say that's for a few months, but it depends on up to 6 months. Ideally, get a local anaesthetic in prior to the injection, yes. But it can be really sore. Breaking up. Is that better now? Is that better now? Thank you. Shall I say sounds very poor, yes. What's up? How's life? Galactic Chronicles. Life's okay. A little bit run down this week. We changed my microphone. I might need new microphones, guys. It might be getting too old. That better? Is that better? Wow. He's dying, man. Shit. Is that better? Is that better? Help me here. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Thank you. Sorry, guys. Thanks for telling me. Thanks. What's up, mate? How's life? Life's good, mate. Bit run down. Galactic Chronicles. Nice to see you on here again. And just doing this live now. Doing my best. Hope you're okay. Can you put 16 and above somewhere on settings, maybe? I thought I covered it with this channel's not for kids. I thought I covered it, but I'll look into the parameters or the whatever it is, the settings. Yellow Belly says hello to everyone. Hi, Yellow Belly. Welcome back. Great to see you on here again. Hope you're doing okay. We're just doing open chat at the moment. Sandra says hi to Yellow Belly. Brad, in my opinion, don't interact with them. Just block them if you have to. Yeah, straight away. We're on about younger people being on here. It's not okay. Yellow Belly says hi to Sander. Is the sound crackling still now?
No, Brad, you're fine.
Fine now, thanks. I think... Let me charge that. I'll keep an eye on that. I might need new ones. I might need new microphones. I've had them for a year and a half. I use them a lot. So I might need new ones. I'm glad it's sounding better. Thanks for telling me, by the way. Beds, yes, Mush, how you doing? How's it doing, Beds? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm from the UK. I'm from England, mate. Do you support reform? I don't know what to support, Beds. I don't think I think it's an illusion of choice, mate. I really, really, really do. And I think you think you've got a choice, but you fucking haven't, in my opinion. And I just think whoever's in charge, promises the world before they get into power. They make the right noises and then they don't deliver on what they say. I don't trust any politicians or any party. It's like used to be Labour, Conservative, red or blue. Which turd would you like to choose this time? And you're like, oh, I've got a choice. You haven't got a choice. It's the puppets on a string. So do I think reform is going to make everything better, mate? No, I don't. I don't think they are. And I hope whoever comes into power next sorts everything out, but I just do not see it happening. So I just don't think there's a choice. I think it's an illusion. Babes, that's my opinion. You're doing good, Brad. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Tap the screen. Everyone above 16 is welcome. Yeah, I can't be having kids on here, man. This is not a children's show, is it? Let's be honest. Bishu saying it's a ball and socket joint where the gap was almost closed up. That sounds sore. Bone against bone. Is it? Yeah, they're all the same. Yes, Spades. Unfortunately. It's all smokes and mirrors, mate. Sometimes it's whoever shouts the loudest gets heard the most. Whoever makes the best noises. Or we find out all it is a party goes, oh, well, what does society really want right now? What's trending? They really want this and they really want that. Let's just tell them that we're going to give them all those things. And everyone's like, oh, this is going to be great. This new party's coming. Oh, are they? What are they going to do? They're going to do all these fucking top things. They're going to sort this out. They're going to sort that out. They're going to give us this and they're going to give us that as well. That sounds fucking brilliant. I can't wait till they win. They've got my vote. And then they come into power and it's bullshit. Anyway. And that's the end of politics with me. Anyway. Hope you get some relief soon. God bless you. Yes, to be true. That's very kind, Shelley. Hope so too. Yellow Belly saying there's 4 worst YouTube content out there. Just block them. Yeah. You need to sometimes. Paula. Hi, Paula. Good evening to you. How are you, Paula? I've seen you on here before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Honestly, I remember when I was like 12, like 2004, we had MSN Messenger. Someone would add you and you thought it was a friend. Dark stuff. If you know, you know. Godwin's followed, yeah. That was the really early days of the internet, wasn't it? Really early days. Beds is coming up with Israel or Palestine. What's right, what's wrong, mate? Who fucking knows? Neither. I want peace. That's my I'm not picking either. I just want the war to stop and I want people to stop dying. That'd be nice. You know what I mean? On both sides. Peace to all. That's me. I'm being a hippie there, but there we go. Yellow Belly saying hello to Paula. Yellow Belly, did you have a good day? Hope you did. There's no choice until we move away from Europe. I don't know if that's even worked out, has it? Brexit was a mess. What an absolute fucking fart and a mess that was. I've got football on at the side here as well. Netherlands are playing Japan. That'd be an interesting game, actually. I think that'll be close. I'm changing topic there a little bit. World Cup. Yellow Belly saying, hello, Shelley. I had a good day in the sun. I've been out and I've had a day off. Have you had a lovely day too, Shelley? It's nice to have a day off, isn't it? It's nice to stop for a while. Nice to decompress. I'm going to make a hippie Brad on ChatGPT. Okay. I think Boris Johnson was very funny, though. Many times. Yeah, it was very odd, wasn't he? Boris Johnson. I don't think he did a great job, did he? I think whoever's in power is hated either way. It's a bit, yeah, Boris didn't do a good job, did he? He's probably just a millionaire not giving a fuck, though, isn't he? Right now. Let's be real. It's just sailed off into the sunset, not giving a shit. Anyway, can you say hi to George? Hi, George. How are you? Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. Bless you, Shelley. I've been catching up on camper van chores. What? Just getting the maintenance, etc. I hate politics because it can cause arguments. Yeah. Difference of opinion can cause arguments as well. It can. It can. And a lot of the time, Shelley, we think we know about this, that, the other. Yeah, we think we know about this, that, the other, about politics, and we don't really know. We think we know, but we don't. It's silly. Chinese Sheldon, can you say hi to Dylan? Hello, Dylan. How old are you, by the way? Question mark. If you don't mind me asking. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, but how old are you? I'm jealous of you drying your clothesline, Santa's saying. I love that. I miss it loads from back home. Yeah, we don't have access to that here in the apartment that we're in. Shelley saying, Yellow Belly, that sounds lovely. Yeah, it does. Absolutely. And there's been a lot of, I don't know about everywhere else, but in this country especially, there's been a lot of changes of politicians. It's like every year it's a new one almost. Anyway, yeah, the politics are so intense now. It feels like everywhere stuff are happening and people have very strong conflicting opinions. Yep. It's a mess. Sandra, I love my clothesline, especially towels and bedding. Shelley saying Sandra loves that too, by the way. Right. Okay. I'm just chilling now, guys. Relaxing a little bit. You're right, Brad. What do the leaders and the parties know about the everyday people? They don't even know the price of a loaf of bread, no. No, they don't. They don't. They're very, they're away from the actual reality and hardships of people. They have no idea what's going on. They're just in their own bubble. Yellow Belly. Correct. Get some trolls on here. What's your hair routine? I'm bald, so therefore I shave my head. That's it. And your name's just weird, isn't it? So we're getting trolls on here now, which is part of life, of course, isn't it? Sandra's saying, Shelley, oh, that's beautiful. Music for my ears. I never use dry, Shelley. I don't want to do that to my clothes and bedding. Okay. I don't know much about these things, but it's nice to have the nice smelling bedding, isn't it? Clean. I'd say that. People are going poor too. I saw a live by a man from white American educated middle class who's living in a car. I mean, even a person like that can end up living in a car now. Yes, Vince Balan. I think there could be more of that going forwards. There's people that work full time but live in cars. They can't afford to live in an apartment in Los Angeles or wherever it is. And they're struggling. They're living paycheck to paycheck, but living in a car. That is absolutely brutal. I've seen that too. I've not seen the exact one that you've seen, Vince Fallon, but I've seen similar stuff. Is the cost of living going to go up? I think it is. Is it going to get harder? I think it is. I hope I'm wrong. But that's where I see it going. But anyway, that sounds a bit negative, I know, sorry, but it's difficult. The dryer destroys some claws. Yeah, it can do. It can do, Shelley. The point of it says the politicians are too busy living in their mansions and being mal-fed by the servants and driving their new 2026 Bentley and 100,000 pay slip. And beyond that, beyond £100,000 pay slip, way beyond that. Sorry, guys. So I say Vince Balan, very sad. Yeah. Panjay. Hi, Panjay. Wagon. Nice to meet you, by the way. Expenses are going up and up and up. Panjay, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I'm interested in hearing other people's perspectives. But expenses are going up. Cost of living's going up. Yes. It's not easy, man. It's scandalous, Shelley, yes. So I'm saying, yes, Shelley, they're useful, but I don't like them at all. Porty Baby saying, cheerio, chap. Timmy knows the high life. He knows what I'm talking about. He certainly fucking does. He's like, yes, I definitely know. He says, I know everything, he said. He said, don't you fucking worry, Imported Baby. He says, I know. He's got it. He's fucking got it. Like, yeah. He says, I don't take shit too kindly either, he said. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for that, Timmy. There'll be more updates later from Timmy as we go along. Porty Baby says we're working for them and they're living. Yes, correct. Unfortunately. True. Timmy's got a great life. Anyway, Yellow Belly saying, I live in my camper van full time because I cannot afford to live in a house. And the overheads of energy council tax can't afford it on my one wage. Bloody hell, Yellow Belly. That sounds... Oh, sorry, mate. To hear that. Do you like living in your camper van? Where are you stationed? Are you stationed somewhere in a complex somewhere, or do you just park up where you can? Do you like living in your camper van is the question. Like a nomadic lifestyle, I'm assuming, kind of thing there. Timmy's living the high life. No worries in the world Timmy has. Oh, yes. Sandra's asking what's life like in the camper van towards Yellow Belly. Vince Valen says poverty makes people angry. Yeah, because it makes you desperate, makes you see the world differently, makes you struggle, stressful. I can see why. And also, when there's inequalities, so you're struggling and you see the luxury that someone else is getting, so that can also that can increase the anger too. Sandra's saying, Vince Valen, people need to be more angry and aware what in society. You wouldn't mind living in a caravan holiday park. Oh, but it's got its positives. I think you are living the dream. No overheads. Fair play to you, Yellow Belly. Yeah. Council tax, you won't have to pay. Water bills. I don't know exactly how that works. I've never lived that life, but you might be a bit more free than other people. Some people live on what they're called. Forgot. On the boats. But not the... I've seen them in Oxford, actually, once. Not a canoe, of course. What are those boats called? Canal boats. On canal boats. Similar type of thing, I'd say. Some people live on canal boats, yeah. So Vince Val says angry about what towards Sandra? I think. Holiday caravan sites can be nice. Yeah, they can. You can achieve that if you wanted. It's liberating in one way, but still tough because I don't know where to park up. There are more and more no parking signs for camper vans. Oh, I can imagine. Yellow belly. Yeah. Or you'd have to pay to stay somewhere, maybe. DCI Sniff. Hello, DCI Sniff. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. A lot cheaper with no ties. What do you mean by that? Or it's either that or a one-bedroom flat in Bangkok. Pointy baby saying. Oh, canal boats. Yes, DCI Sniff. What do you mean by with no ties? Canal boat. Sorry, I don't know what you mean by no ties. Yeah, I don't know much about these things, by the way, guys. So you have to educate me about living in a canal boat or living in a camper van. I've never done it. It's interesting, though. You've been in the camper van for 16 months. Was tough in the winter without a heater, but I count myself lucky because some people don't even have what I have. Wow. Are you good? Are you a good mechanic? Are you good at fixing things as well, Yellow Belly? That'd help, I think, in that situation. A Croatian guy I know lives on a nice boat in London, but a posh boat, not a canal boat. That sounds top. I think you've told me about that before, Sander. Important basis, I'm joking towards Sander. You'd run away if you was there. That one went right over my head, Sander's saying. She's saying barges let me speak. Barges have them. Here, some of them, small boats, are more expensive than a house. Like a yacht would be expensive, I'm assuming, to maintain. Shelley, wow, really? He looks amazing, to be honest. LOL. Bought in London sounds nice, yeah. Lee, not man. Come by dinghy, you get a free house and free everything else. Where's the dinghy? Probably earned it. You can buy them from the shop, from the pound shop. Just blow them up. And then just row your boat gently down the sea. Anyway. Yellow Belly saying, I'm a self-employed gardener, so working 40 hours a week and have my camper van and works van with my tools in it. I'm like, oh my God, someone's attempted to break into your works van, but they failed. God, that sounds fucking awful, Yellow Belly. I'm currently on a campsite in West Yorkshire. At least you're in a stationary, safe place there, I'd say, on a campsite. A bit more secure, isn't it? I hate it when people try and rob other people's work tools. I think it's disgusting. That's awful. Sound that it means the rubber boats. Yeah. Bloody hell, I feel so foreign right now. LOL. Rubber boats. I saw a YouTube video of a guy who owns a river barge. He travelled through all the UK through the connected rivers. Yeah. Interesting. Different type of life. Don't tell me you've got into a scuffle, David saying. No. I've got a cold sore, mate. A bit run down. I'm not going into a scuffle. I don't get into scuffles. Not anymore. I stay away from all that shit. David, nice to meet you. I thought I've seen you before, David. I don't recall. Nice to meet you anyway. If I've not met you before, my name's Brad. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thank you for your support, guys. I'm just drinking some water, of course. I'm just going to check the score because it's 0-0. Japan against Netherlands. 0-0 at the moment. Sander saying rubber duck. Okay. It's uncomfortable with the caravan, but freedom too. It appeals to me to live like flat for a couple of years. It's not big either, so heating can't be that bad in comparison. I think you've got the freedom to move, haven't you? Bit nomadic kind of lifestyle. I get the appeal. I think you need to develop some skills though to manage that. I think you need to. It's good to be good with fixing things and good with engines and things like that. Yellow Belly saying, I came off the roadside just in case someone robs me, then I'll lose my guide. Then I'll lose my gardening business. That's, oh God. Yeah, I'd hate that to happen to anybody, Yellow Belly. But it is a definite risk, isn't it? unfortunately. Should I say, if they look like boats, you have to be a millionaire cruise ships. Yeah. Why do my neighbours never have the lights on? I don't know, Sander. A moving home is freedom, but living in a normal car is different. This World Cup is so boring, Lee saying. I can understand where you're coming from. They put loads of extra teams in to make more money. There's not really, so far, there's not any like bigger games. It's like, oh, who are we going to watch next? Oh, is it Switzerland and Qatar or whoever it is? It might not be those two teams. I really like not obscure teams. And you have to stay up at like 3 or 4 in the morning to watch them, Lee. It's like, why am I going to stay up to watch Iraq against fucking Belarus or whoever it is? I'm just making up some places here. But the matches are poor quality as well. So Lee, Sanders laughing there in the background. I've not caught up to that. Very nice, Shelley. Sanders said, but says a yacht was in our bay in Turkey. Good day, peasants. Sanders saying, I agree, Lee. It'll be better on Wednesday because it's Croatia against England, of course. Sander probably sitting by candlelight. England play Wednesday, don't they say that'd be a good game? Yes, Lee. That won't be an easy game for England at all. That is not easy. Sander's saying, I have so many questions tonight. I certainly do. To be honest, I wouldn't mind living on a cruise ship, floating city. Why? I don't know why I'm killing you. I don't know why. Sander's saying, Lee, yes, go Croatia. It's a corned beef in Croatia. No, mate. They don't eat that. I don't think they eat it. There might be some. If you look hard enough imported, baby, you might be able to get yourself some. It would be great, wouldn't it? Shelley's saying. I'm going for the comments. I'm not a fan of international football. I'm Scouse, not English. So not bothered who wins. You're not even asked, mate. I like it. You don't give a shit. There's a lot of liberation in that, not giving a shit, Lee. You could wake up in a city every day if you lived in a camper van or whatever. Yeah, you could if you wanted to. Sander's saying, in point where we have something canned in Croatia, like it's meat, it's delicious. I don't know. I don't really like canned meat. I think it's no. You could watch the sunsets every night, travel across the world. I don't know why you're laughing, Sander. I don't get it. But with no drunk, obnoxious people. I don't know what you're on about. I have no idea, Sander. And point of every says, is it corned beef? Yes, it is, mate. It is. Croatian corned beef. Get yourself some. You could go on your boat and get it, couldn't you? In point of every. Get on your boat, go all the way to Croatia, get your corned beef, and then come back. I'm joking, of course. Joshua says, hi, Joshua. It was getting very violent in Brighton last Saturday. Anti-immigration left is showing big standoff, big fight. Wow, Joshua. What was happening, mate? Nice to meet you, by the way. My name is Brad. Sitting by candlelight. If work can be solved, free fuel going down to the south in the winter. So it's... What? Oh, I put that on charge. Okay, is that better? Is that better? Sander, can you help me a bit? Thanks. Thank you. Can you hear me now?
It's still crackling.
Oh, shit.
better? And put it in. Give it a minute.
Is that better? Sander?
Speak more.
I can speak now.
Speak more.
I'm speaking. Can you hear me? Right. Enjoy. Thanks for telling me. Sailboat seems awesome. You can work, can be solved, free fuel, going out to the south. I think I've read that. Be pretty strict and drunk people on cruise ships, I will imagine. Probably are. -8 inside temperature in December. It was so chilly. That sounds cold. If I was clever enough to be a digital nomad, I would work. Right, I'm just going with my phone now. You can hear me now, can't you? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Fucking really bad. Can you hear me now? I'm getting annoyed. Sorry. Oh shit. It's not good. That's crackling now.
That's better.
Okay. I might need to buy a new microphone, Sander, and it might be the phone, I don't know. Anyway, I'd love to live in a cottage somewhere with animals, garden, nature. That's my dream. That's a nice dream, Sander. I wouldn't never... I wouldn't, no, never been on a cruise ship, but that would be nice, one of my wish lists. It's possible. Possible, mate. Preferably away from people as much as possible. Lee saying international football is like constipation. Couldn't give a shit about it. That's funny. Oh, I think that's funny, Lee. I'm watching it if I'm honest, but I get why. I get it. I do. I get your point. I fucking do, mate, honestly. Anyway, important baby say, go for it, Sander. Drag Brad with you. And hey, that rhymed. Good rhyming there, lad. Sander saying, do you only care about English footy? Club level, maybe. People aren't that bad. I mean, big crowds are terrible, but small crowds are okay. Yeah, a bit more manageable, isn't it? You're dragging me. Where am I getting dragged to here? Oh, that's this nice life. Oh, yeah, easy. You're Liverpool fan, that's it. Fair enough, mate. Hope you do better next year. Didn't do so well this year. Of course, you know. And hopefully it'll be better for you next year. We'll see. Time will tell. Important, maybe let's agree to disagree. My grandfather is 82. He's planning to spend the winter in a tent on Gran Canaria. He's a real heartbreaker, going to gym and stuff. Why does he look after himself? Sounds like a strong person. I need a new mic, Brad. Shit. I'm using my phone now. Dare I try again? Sander, can you help me? I'm going again with this mic. I'm going with the mic again. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It keeps going on and off. I don't know why. I try to live an active life to be healthy when I'm old. Absolutely, Vince Farland. It's being active now is interest for when you're older, isn't it? For your health. I agree with that. I try to do that too. I sound like Keir Starmer. Fuck me, that's bad, Lee. That's bad. I don't want to sound like him. That's like your ears will fucking bleed, Lee, won't they? If I sound like Keir Starmer, that's not a good sound, is it? I'm more perfect. I sound better, more like Keir Starmer than Keir Starmer, do I? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm joking. It's all good. It's good now. Good. Even the North Koreans are better than Starmer. Yeah. I think that's quite easy, that, isn't it, Lee? To be better than that. I think this little bastard will have this little fella here, little bastard, sorry, Timmy. Little Timmy will be better. Says, yes, vote for Timmy. Said, vote for Timmy. Said, Lee, you better vote for Timmy. Timmy's going to sort everything out, mate. Don't you worry. Timmy's got it. He's got it all sorted. He's going to be the next Prime Minister. Yep. Cheers. If you put your vote in now, that'd be great. And we guarantee there'll be no problems ever again. That's what they all say, isn't it? We'll sort everything out. We're going to sort everything out. Don't you worry. We're going to do everything better. The other people were bad, but we're good. Honestly. That's what they all say. You've got a pimple on your nose. Enjoy, Sam, enjoy. So we're getting a lot of cruises going on. Is it better, Yellow Belly? Good, thanks. There's a street in my city where you start in England and wind up in Afghanistan, Turkey, Sudan, and Somalia by the end of it. Is there, mate? Wow. Wow, mate. Yeah, it's that is Lee. That's it. That's throughout. That's everywhere, mate. Not everywhere, but in a lot of places. It's crazy. It's so mad. It's so mad. It is so mad. And I completely. Oh, I've got to be careful, I suppose. But I completely get immigration to an extent because jobs need doing and stuff. People being useful members of society coming from other countries. There's a back and forth. People come, people go. It can work. But when it's just so much all at once, just chuck it all in, and it just all the resources are already struggling. People are really working hard, and they're struggling to live, and then you just get loads more to think, more melting pot. It's an absolute mess. Oh, sorry, but anyway. Lee, that sounds like a Lawrence in Arabia skit. Shit. Shelley says, Lee, same here. R.I.P. Benny Harvey. Who's Benny Harvey? Coverall, nice to meet you. But who's Benny Harvey? I don't know who that is. Miss you, big man. Who's Benny Harvey? Nice to meet you, by the way, Coverall 15. Say hello to you. Sanders laughing at Lee there. R.I.P. to all those that suffered under Starmer. Yeah. Stalin was bad. He was a Russian leader, wasn't he, during the Second World War? He killed more people than Hitler. Anyway. I actually didn't mean to put Stalin this time, or typo there. I heard World Cruise isn't that expensive compared to normal rent, etc. Sound like Keir Starmer. I've been practicing. Sander's just laughing. That's good. Good to laugh. Release of stress, isn't it, Sander? So probably a crap cruise line. Yeah, not the best. Yeah, you get what you pay for, man. Sun's got you. And point maybe saying, I wish I could tan. Timmy has a red shell. He's a staunch Labour supporter. He says anyone who doesn't like them is an arsehole, he said they are always the best way to go. So get your votes in now. He's doing a little dance to seduce I'm being weird. To seduce people to vote for Labour. Of course. You'd be stupid not to, guys. Bad joke, man. Bad joke. Sound the same here. My eyes are stinging. Very funny. Timmy would never betray us. No. Timmy looks suspicious. Says not me. Anyway. In a weird mood. No worries. It's all good. Someone's being silly. It's all good. It's this channel in a good way. We're just chatting now, aren't we? We're just chilling. If I was offered £40,000 to be leave, I'd be off. I would. That's all right. It's not a bad deal, Yellow Belly. Give me 40 grand to fuck off. I'll happily go. I actually would. I would. Actually, can we actually have that, Yellow Belly? Can we have that sorted? In a good way, shall we say. It's all good. Where would you go? Anywhere you want to, Sandy. You got 40 grand. I trust my cat more than Starling to run this country. Yeah, I can see why. Freddie, can I have a shout out? Shout out to Freddie. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name is Brad. How's it going? Thanks to anyone that's likes and subscribe. I really appreciate the support for the channel. If you value genuine conversations like this, then just hit the like button. It's free. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. I go live on Monday evenings, Friday evenings, and Sunday evenings. I speak about topics sometimes, psychology, narcissism, suffering, making sense of things. And also, I just speak to you guys like I am now, just going with the flow. Freddie, you've had a shout out. There you go. There you go, mate. Important baby pops pimples as he sees them. Good for you, man. I hate this what's it called? Cold sore. Doesn't look good. If you feel the vibe in the live, subscribe, hit the button. Thanks, Shelley. If you feel that's it, thank you. My cat's cool. He was voted second best British shorter in the whole of the UK. Was he? Did you put him in a? Did he put him in a competition or something? Santa's getting rid of the shout out. No worries, Freddie. It's all good. It's okay. Trying to say improve it. Do immigrants get 40k for leaving? Was it? I don't. Is that true, guys? I don't know if it's true. I know it was in the papers, but I don't know what to believe anymore. That's absolutely crazy. That's just absolutely madness, isn't it? There was news about that. I don't know if it was implemented though. Timmy's a gangster. 1000%. Are politicians gangsters in a way? That's actually another topic, isn't it? Oh, I've just dropped my book. Timmy's seat has been dropped. His mantle, let's say. His mantle has been dropped there. He's back on his soapbox or his bookshelf. That was a rumour that went around, Jake was. Sandy saying I'm kind of an immigrant. Sandy, you've been here since 2018. You had a job before you came. You've come here. You've worked all the way through. You've never claimed benefits. You've worked all the way through. You've never claimed benefits. You've worked. You've earned a living. You've paid tax. You've consumed things, basically bought things while you're here. Basically, a very good member of society. That's a really good member of society. Somebody that works, somebody that contributes. Perfect. That's not a bad thing. Someone who acts within the law, doesn't hurt anyone. That's just under. I think most healthy countries would want that kind of person in the country, wouldn't they? No good, is it? Okay. I'm having problems today, guys. I'm going to have to look into it. Is it better now? You shouldn't be doing it now. Is it doing it now? Fucking hell. Can you hear it now? But you can hear me. You can hear me. I need an answer. Right. Thanks. It's the microphone. What? Fuck off.
Thanks for telling me anyway. Sander saying, where do I get my money? Keir Starmer will sort you out, Sander. Illegals were offered this to some to leave, yeah. I don't know if it's all true. I'm sure Brad still sees all the beauty in you, Sander. Yellow Belly saying hello to Freddie. Sander said, I've done it all wrong. Yeah, you did it the honest way. You did it the genuine way. I'm going to need new iPhones, guys, I think. It's going to cost me, isn't it? It's what it is. Sorry, I just changed the topic. It was in competition, yes. Least thing. Big fan says, Sander, haha, yeah, me too. I've got pre-settled states, that's why I'm just asking. Sander's got that too. Lee says, yes, you get £40,000 to leave, then leave, then come back and never 40 grand. How dumb of an idea was that?
Right,
Yeah.
it's crackling again.
That's weird. It's the phone then. It's the phone.
Now it's better again.
It's the phone. It's not the microphone.
Okay.
It's I'll have to look into it. I'm really sorry.
Okay, Rob.
Thank you for telling me. Sorry. The pimple won't stop your beauty that sees in Brad sees in you. No, it won't. That's true. Vince Fallon, ha ha ha. I had that too. Now I'm on indefinite. Indefinite, something to stay. Do you really want to stay is the question. Is it that fucking good here? Not really. Let's be honest. Oh, I've got settled status. Lucky me. You're a great slave. Yeah, so am I. Came here legally and contribute, so very welcome here. Yeah, absolutely, Lee. That's very, yeah. Contributing, working. And not everybody does work, do they? And some people can't work for genuine reasons and they need support, etc. But some people don't work because they can't be arsed, Lee. And they don't contribute anything. Anyway. My head is like a tennis ball. Thank you. Some more. That's very kind of you to say, isn't it? You only hate religion, not people. I don't hate religion. It can be a good thing, I suppose, but it's not for me personally. And Point by saying, Zamoa, I love you too. Let's give Zamoa some love. Zamoa needs some love, I think. Zamoa, you need a cuddle, don't you? You need love. You need some, I don't know. You need something in your life. Politicians are legalized gangsters. 1,000%. 1,000%. Boy Baby says, let's go to Peppa Pig World. Well, Timmy says he's been there. Says been to Peppa Pig World. Says it's quite nice, actually. Yeah. It says it's much better than this world. Have you seen the Scottish Peppa Pig? Have you seen that one? It's absolutely crazy. Anyway. Beneficial migration. Yeah. That's a healthy way of doing it. Thank you for your beneficial migrating ways there, Sander. It's still playing up. Ugh, I need to look into it. It's only those who commit crimes and don't pay tribute to society like taxes or respecting our cultures we have a problem with. Absolutely, I get that. It's the behaviour that you're mentioning, isn't it? It's the behaviours. And there is the lack of respect or whatever it is that's the challenge, that's the problem. I'll go for a few more minutes, guys. Sorry, I've not been the best today. I've done the best I can. I'm not perfect. Samoa, you still need love. And I would like a holiday home in England. Some parts are very cheap and well connected. Choose a nice area though. Vince Fallon, I'd say, if you can. You're from Leicester, Samoa. Okay. My name is Brad. Nice to meet you. Point maybe it's only cheap if you buy from Lidl's and charity shops. Sandra's asking me to follow where she lives. Sally's saying, I wish my dogs would live longer and not everything of life is so expensive and cake didn't make you fat and some people weren't idiots. Or it would be, how much better would life be? If dogs live longer, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be great. If everything wasn't so expensive. If cake didn't make you fat and some people weren't idiots. God, yeah, that'd be, I'd like that. I'd love that, Shelley. Absolutely. MS Knits, you carry on fighting in there. Fighting in other people's lunchboxes. Wow. How old are you? Point Mary says, UK is one of the most expensive places to live in the world, which is crazy if you think about it. Yeah. Out of all my windows on my house, why does a two-winged twat have to shit down my patio doors? A two-winged twat. Oh, that's funny. Was it a pigeon or a seagull, mate? What kind of bird excrement have you been treated to today, Lee? It's grim, that. Two-winged twat. I've never heard that one. That's a good one. Yellow Belly saying, very true, important baby. Right now, I live in Qatar. It's 45 degrees during the day. Dream about green Europe. What's life like in Qatar? I've been to Balan. I've been to Balan, loves Peppa Pig. Where am I from? Zamor. I'm actually from England, from northwest England. I live about 30 miles away from Manchester, approximately. Where are you from, Zamor? Shay, Preston, nice to meet you too. Hope you're okay. I don't know what you're saying there, Shay. Just, I don't know what you're saying. Boy Baby says, I will shine your shoes for a couple of nickels. Yeah, have you seen it, Yellow Belly? Scottish Peppa. Oh, it's just, if you like Peppa Pig, Scottish Peppa Pig might ruin it for you. I'll just warn people there. You've seen it. Yeah, it's very crude. Let's say that. I've lived here for 8 years, paid taxes, worked for the NHS, still let me give them the culture handbook. Yeah, what culture? Point Baby says, we Pepper, stop bloody jumping in the puddles. Vince Van saying Stoke was cheap yet safe. Direct rail to London. Birmingham and Manchester gave a lot of different vibes, yes. Sandra's trying her best not to complain there. Yellow Belly says hello to Shay. The amount of shit that thing was an American bald eagle. Wow, it must have splurted out quite a lot there, Lee. It's not a pretty sight, is it? Doesn't seem like I can't imagine it being a pretty sight, mate. Vince Fallon says there's lots of cheap properties in the woods of Sweden too. It's safe, but people want to live in the city where the work is, where things are going on. The British culture has fought to free slaves, that fought for the Nazi Party for freedom in Europe. British culture is helping out your neighbour if you have no sugar, milk, or a cup of tea. Is that still with us as much? I don't know. Great Britain equals British culture. Okay. Just try and be a good human. I agree, Sander. Just be a good person. Yeah. I think there's good and bad in every culture, I'd say, if you know what I mean. We were great because we helped so many, and yes, we did some bad things too. But doesn't everyone make mistakes? Yeah. Lee, I kind of agree with Lee. I think they're still good there, Lee, but it's just getting harder and harder to see and to find. Nothing great about Great Britain anymore, I'm afraid. And I can understand why you'd say that. Maybe that could be rekindled in some way, if you know what I mean. Trying to put a bit of hope on it, but I can see where you're coming from. Absolutely. I think kindness belongs to all cultures, not just one, Sander's saying. 1,000% correct. I agree. It's not great anymore. No. They're very polite, I'd say, Vince Fallon. Not all, but a lot. British people are very nice and also very including. Yes, very understanding, I'd say, on a positive. Not all, don't get me wrong. We're stereotyping here. Yellow Belly agrees with Lee. I'm kind of on that thought pattern as well, Yellow Belly and Lee. There's good and bad in everything, though. True. Absolutely. It's one of the most inclusive countries in the West. Yeah. Is it gonna? What might happen is it just completely implodes. It completely collapses. It gets overrun, and then all the people wanting to come here will want to leave and go somewhere else. Maybe that'll happen if the trend continues. So Mo said, "Long live Britain." Imported Baby says yes. Jake's on it. Agreed. Shelley, Imported Baby saying, there's good and bad in everything. Yeah, there is. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. And it also depends upon perception as well. I'm really sorry about my microphone, guys. It's a bit frustrating. I've had it for... I might need new ones. I'm going to try again. I know it might sound shit, this, guys, but I want to try again. I want to just attempt. These should be charged, you know. They really should. Because the energy bar is full on the box. I've got this little box with the microphones in. I'm daring to go again. Probably sound shit in about 2 minutes. They have been playing up recently, if I'm honest. So I might need to buy some new ones. I'll have to look into it. I don't think that being a decent person belongs to any one culture. Every country has good people. True, Sander. I've got so much to do in the space of 2 weeks. Why? What are you up to, Imported Baby? What challenges do you have? Lee saying, if England win the World Cup, we'd probably get arrested for celebrating under Stuyver. Yeah. You're probably right. As a Croatian and Britain, I'll allow it. Shit. That's going to be interesting, isn't it, Sander? On Wednesday. Vince Van says, so cool when you're traveling. Sorry. So cool. When you travel in England, so much history everywhere. Just go on a motorway. You pass so many historical sites. Yeah, there's York, Chester, Oxford. I'm naming the big ones here. Bath. But there's so many others as well. In Tallinn, you're absolutely right. There's a lot of countryside, a lot of history, a lot of culture there. There is. You're right there. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for giving me a little bit of hope there. It's hard at the moment, though. Yeah, they're saying British people are very patient, but we've seen in Northern Ireland over the last 2 weeks. I understand that. I understand it. I think it's a melting pot. I think it could really go. It's done, isn't it? It's done. The microphone's shit. They're going away. The microphone is done. I've tried. And I think I need new ones. It's time to buy some new ones. I have used them a lot. I'll have to look into it. I'm going to get some new microphones, guys. I'll have to use my phone for now. It's not perfect, but it's at least you can hear me for now. But I have the microphones because the voice is a lot clearer then. Sounds better. The other day says British people are very patient. Yes, I've already read that. Sanders excited about Wednesday. So might be. I think it'd be a good game. I think even Lee might be interested in that. Would you be interested in the England-Croatia game, Lee, or are you just not bothered at all? Your mate was pulled by the police for flying England flag out of his car. Yes, it was a 5-foot flag, but what an argument it was. He got told to put it away, not to fly it again. Wow. Was it a big one? Was he causing any harm or risk to anyone, though? Is the question, Lee. Was he? I'm trying to picture the situation here. Help me out a bit. If you can. I'm not working then, Sander. You're working. Redor. Hi, Redor. Comfort. How are you doing? Why does Keir Starmer hate England flag so much? Did you see that bloke in the petrol station talking to Rachel Reeves? No, I didn't. What happened? 9 p.m. Yeah, it is. The England and Croatia game. Because he thinks we're Nazis. That's absurd. What the fuck? Yeah, the flag thing's a bit mad. Shirley saying about the North of Ireland is gone crazy up here in the south. They are protesting again. It's definitely becoming more frequent, isn't it? Crazy. 1,600 years of heritage. That's a lot, Yellow Belly. You're not bothered. Fair enough, Lee. I respect your honesty and I understand that. Fair enough. I'll be watching it, but I get. Important very saying I'm not in football anymore. Lee, Santa saying Lee, fair enough. Yeah, I get it. Apparently, to the copies, the flag was a distraction to people. Why? Might be the distraction. Even if it's a distraction, you can get distracted by anything, Lee. Couldn't you? You could get distracted just by. Do you know when you're driving, you just daydream. Could be distracted by anything. Your responsibility as a driver is to drive normally, isn't it? I don't know. Phone's okay, Brad. Thanks, Yellow Belly. Nice one, mate. Thanks. Santa saying, Lee, to be honest, having any flag outside car isn't great. Each their own. But each their own, yeah, Sander. Each their own. Would the batteries be expensive, Brad? What for this? This is my these are my microphones. I have used them a lot though. I've been doing content since December 2024. 30th of December 2024 I started. Got these in January last year and I've been using them frequently. So I think they might just be on the way out. And the lives I do, I speak a lot on them. So I might just need to buy some new ones. I might need new ones. I don't want to have bad quality audio. I don't think it's good enough. I want to have good quality audio when I do this. Anyway, you can spend a little bit of money on microphones or quite a lot. I'll see what's out there. The boy baby says, I'm pretty sure Croatia sided with Germany against the Soviets. I suppose the past is the past. I don't know. It was Yugoslavia then, wasn't it? Boy baby. I don't know. I can't remember. Redo saying he asked her whether he was going to be arrested for flying England flags on his van. I'm worried for minorities. Europe has a history after all. Don't know. You mean the video of the swamp witch Rachel Reeves? I've not seen it. I thought we were talking about neighbours borrowing sugar. Now we're talking about World War II. Right. Modern Croatia is not responsible for what happened 8 years ago. No, it's not. Just as modern Britain isn't responsible for everything in the past. No. I never judge people by how they behave today. I'd agree. Absolutely. It's like someone... I'm sorry, Shelley. I'm going to use Shelley as an example. Like, England and Ireland have had past, haven't they? And atrocities were committed by England towards Ireland. Let's say that. Right. Potato famine and whatever it is. And then it's like... I'm just using Shelley as an example here because she won't do this. But it's like Shelley. Shelley's Irish. And it's like Shelley hating me because I'm English because of that. Maybe it can happen. Which would be ridiculous because I wasn't there. I wasn't fucking involved in the potato famine, if you know what I mean. It was a joke. Anyway, sorry, guys. I'm reading in real time. Let me have a sip of water. DJI microphones are good. Oddly, nice one. DJI, I'll write it down. I want some good ones. I need to get some, mate. They've been playing up for the last few weeks, if I'm honest, and I just don't know how I've just hit my elbow, man. What a muppet. I've just hit my elbow. Funny bone. When you hit your funny bone, guess what? It's not fucking funny, really. Not that funny. It hurts. What was I going to say? I've been fucking around with those microphones for a while and been playing up, so I need to get it fixed. Flag is a distraction, but digital advertising boards are not. Good point, Yellow Belly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Got a good point. Perfect point, actually. I don't see any Polish or Albanians lending me sugar. Well, you need to get on it then, imported baby. Did Barvis drugs? You're joking. Sander, that's so funny. Neighbours borrowing sugar that went down a rabbit hole. Yeah. It was historical comments. Imported baby. Okay. Make it stop. Okay. No one is responsible for what they didn't do. No, they're not. I love the Irish personally. I do too. I'm Scottish. I just like nice people, mate. If you sound, that's it. Don't matter. In my opinion. Came here for a chat, not a GCSE history exam. Well, you're all failing miserably. Timmy is the teacher. Timmy knows all about the history. Go on, Timmy, lad. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Says he's passed it. He's got a PhD. He's got a PhD in British history. So if you got any historical questions, he'll be having a word with you later. Brad, I know it's ridiculous. Brad, you make me laugh. It's all good. I think we're exhausted this topic now. We're moving on. Yeah. It's getting too sweet with the sugar. Oh, 1-0. Thanks for telling me, Lee. I've got it at the side here, mate. Can I see the goal? Lee, for someone who bloody hates it, you're on point with that. They've just scored, haven't they? I've got it here at the side of me. The volume's off on it. Are they going to call it offside? I know some of you are not interested in this, but I am. Let's see. I'm watching the goal now. Yeah, that's a goal. That's not offside. It's Van Dijk as well. It's your Lee. It's one of your players, Van Dijk. Van Dijk, you just said that. I've just seen that now. All of Europe has sent sugar to Ukraine. Seems like solidarity. Yeah, sweet poison. You like the Dutch? Do you know what? I do too. Thanks, Sandy. You've enjoyed it. I'm glad. Swedes and Danes don't match. It's a mutual thing. We fought the most wars in world history. It's in on both our cultures. Timmy sitting on the football would be cool. Yeah, it would. Good idea. The Scandinavians grouped together to invade us. Yes, they did. The Vikings. They did. True. They did. And they actually ruled the country for a long time. Or for a while, at the very least. They were very effective. That's not offside. I'm checking that. It's onside, yeah. I think I'm going to call it a day, guys. I hope you've at least enjoyed the chat to an extent. You've had a little bit of a laugh or relaxed. I know I've told my rock stock bottom story early on. Then we went to open chat. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about The title for tomorrow is "The World is Full of Approval Junkies." The world is full of approval junkies. So I'm just going to talk. I think I've talked about these things in the past, but I'm going to talk about trying not to have too much reliance on the approval of others. So I'll talk about not relying on the approval of others too much, and then we'll do this again. We'll just talk in open chat. I'm going to be going live at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, UK time, after I finish work, and that's it really. But thanks for being here. Thanks for making me laugh. We've been making each other laugh. Thanks for coming back. You know what I mean? It's all good. So it's amazing. Thanks, Shelley. I didn't feel like it was perfect. I really hard on myself. Try and make it better each time. But you were promised it 1,300 years ago, Vince Farlan. What? England? You can have it if you want. Have it. You can have it. Maybe you might actually do a better job. You might do a better job. It's a mess at the moment. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Thanks anyone that's liked and subscribed. I'm live Monday evenings, Friday evenings, and Sunday evenings. About 7, 8 p.m. ish each time. 3 times a week. So look after each other. I hope you have a good week next week. Don't take any shit. Don't take any shit. But be kind, but don't take any shit. You know the drill. And that's it really. And hopefully I'm going to buy some new microphones because I'm going to need them. So thanks for your time. Good night and goodbye. Thanks for the laughs, guys. It's been good.